MetaMonkey AI got me doing the one leg dance. What's going on, family? Y'all know I'm over here in Orlando, Florida. We had Hurricane Ian roll by. Ain't do nothing my way. Thank God, knock on wood. Because I know some folks here underwater. So we pray for them. But I say, thank God it went through and it passed on. I got family who just lost power about 10 minutes away from me, so maybe they might take my power. So I started early because I got some computer stuff I want to get out the way. One, y'all know I got to put some music to bring the crew in. Then I also did some reading on blockchain and layer 2 blockchain, because you know when you come to my spot, we educating folks. We're making sure we're making money, but nobody can say we make dumb money. We're going to make smart money because we're going to be educated knowing what our utilities are, how we made the money, and why folks need to jump in this project. So if you're listening to this recording, you want to skip the music, skip the first 5 minutes, because I was rolling for 5 minutes from Notorious B.I.G. to getting that money, ended with the one leg dance because we dancing because they dropped bombs on us all of yesterday. So I welcome you guys. First of all, we got Michael in the house, and Michael A. Clef. Put Michael down for free merch. Michael was the first man up in here, was Michael and Savage at the same time. But Savage already got merch, so put Michael down for merch. Yeah, that's right. We sending merch all the way to Nigeria. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Michael? How you doing, brother? So, guys, we are excited, man. We got big things coming, little things popping up left and right. First, you know, we got the wallet we waiting on. I keep refreshing my Google Play Store to see if it's up. It's not up yet. So we got the wallet coming on, online, offline wallet. So for those who don't know, I'm going to recap. This is not my own language. This is what Augustine was saying in the VC that they did with L-Bank. So he was talking about what these things are, and in their trip to Korea, keep in mind they're meeting with NS Labs in Korea, and NS Labs is a partnership that MetaMonkey AI has, where they have 3 laboratories in Korea where they manage, where it's managed by university professors and run by PhD students. All right. The focus of the laboratories is to fill the gap and finding solutions for the shortcomings of today's technology and building smarter technology for the future. All right. So when you hear about blockchain and Web3, Metaverse, and our online offline wallet, that's the kind of stuff these laboratories are already working on. So this is not new to them. They already work with the federal government, with Samsung, LG. So it's not like we just went around and found some mom and pop dude that used to work for like Coinbase and Kraken, and we hired them, or we claimed to hire them, and they're running our stuff. Nah, man, we went straight to the source. We went to the source. We went to folks who's doing big things in the space, and we went to these folks and we created partnerships. And if that wasn't enough, yesterday, if you were on Awesome Stream late night, for us, I think it was almost 10 p.m. It was 9 something at night, like 9:30. He popped up on there, and they were signing a $1 million deal where NS Labs is going to be creating a layer 2 blockchain for MetaMonkey AI. Keep in mind, we are 3 weeks old, 3-week-old project. Okay. One thing they came out with the project and said, soon after we come out, we're going to give y'all a first version of the wallet. And they've already sent it to the Google store, and we're just waiting for them to review it, approve it, and then load it up 24 to 48 hours after they're done. When we get that, it's just to play around with it and tell them what we think, that could be added to it, and they may take some suggestions on that. Initially, it's just going to be ETH on there, and you're going to need a MetaMask wallet to integrate it with for it to work. Okay, later on that won't be the case, but initially that's what it is with the beta testing that we're basically going to be doing with it. All right, that's our online offline wallet, and they're going to tell you that online offline wallet, I want you to take crypto out of your mind. That wallet is not just about crypto. Okay, right now you have your MetaMask wallet, your Coinbase wallet, your Trust wallet, your Crypto.com DeFi wallet. All you'd use it for is for your crypto transactions. The online offline wallet that MetaMonkey AI is coming out with, it's not just crypto. Think bigger than crypto. Okay, the biggest example I could give you is the fact that they talk about voting. Okay, they talk about voting where you could actually use that wallet later on, which they want to add to it, for you to be able to do elections on a small level and maybe even on a bigger level later on. That is huge. Okay, and that's exposure for us if we're the one coming out with something like that. I got Michael coming up here real quick, then we'll get back to this. What's going on, Michael? How you doing, brother? Hit that mute button. How you doing, bro? There you go. You should be able to talk now, Michael.
What's up, Dr. Purito?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I'm all right. Good to be in the space again.
Of course, man. I see you jumping early, so I had to drop you with that T-shirt, bro.
Yeah, honestly, like since yesterday, I've been pumping. Like I'm on steroid. I've been pumping. This is the real deal. You can't go wrong. You've spoken well, and you absolutely right. I did some research myself. I looked through some some write-ups, and I'm like, wow, this is the real deal. This MetaMonkey AI, is a real gem. Honestly, I was kind of like looking at it a couple of weeks, like, let's see what it's gonna do. It's gonna do well, but since yesterday, hearing this news, partnership with this, partnership with that, oh my God, MetaMonkey, in my opinion, is going to do very well with its technology in the metaverse, and the anticipated wallet you just made mention, which will work with network and without network, and as well solving the problem of human day-to-day activities. Honestly, I was so bullish yesterday, having heard that Nigerian government has a memorandum of understanding with this lab, NS Lab.
NS Labs, yeah. You saw the post?
Honestly, it trying to see how.
Hey, Michael, you live in Nigeria,
no,
right?
I'm in the US, but
oh, you're in the US. I thought you were in Nigeria, but do me a favor, brother.
I'm a Nigerian, but
but you're in the US. Okay. Oh yeah, you in Maryland, right?
Maryland, yeah, I told you before.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry. Yeah. Explain to the folks for me, brother, because I know I can do it as a Haitian, because I know how it is in Haiti, right? Explain to the folks for me how it is back home. Even though you of course, everybody has a cell phone. They could be flat broke, but they make sure they got a cell phone, right? But then explain how hard it is to get service throughout the country. They got you got to have the Wi-Fi access, and if you're not in an area for that, then and some of them buy cards to have like minutes to be able to use for Wi-Fi. So imagine how many people are just walking around with a phone with no access, right?
It's so hard. If you, it's so hard. It's so hard. In a plain language, it's very, very hard. Very, very, very few people has access to Wi-Fi because it's quite expensive.
Yep.
The service is there, but it's expensive. The service is there,
Yep.
no doubt.
So
But
if you went home and wanted to give some friends, you talk to them about crypto, you know how even if they made like $5,000, it'd be a big deal. You want to give them like $50 to put on a wallet. With something like this, you're able to, before you leave the US, you would transfer it to your offline status. When you get there, you could send it to them and then you're good to go.
I'm telling you, this technology is awesome. It's out of this world. I'm telling you, offline, online, man, it has killed it. MetaMonkey has killed it. I'm telling you, I don't have any word for it. It has killed it. And for a Nigerian government trying to, look into what the blockchain will be able to solve their problem in terms of a financial payment system and the transportation system. Oh my God. Nigerians, they are going to buy the shit out of this coin. I'm telling you, because average Nigerians with the hard economy are crypto enthusiasts. Yeah, they are crypto enthusiasts.
And guess what, bro? Later on, it's gonna be MetaMonkey that's gonna be running that wallet.
Exactly, and you can imagine how the token is going to add value. Oh my God, man! In fact, I'll be DCing every now and then. I'm gonna go all out.
You should have seen after the news yesterday. You should have seen the Telegram. All we were seeing were people adding. We have an existing wallet that added like $9,000 something. We have new wallets coming in with 30, 50 bucks, 500 at all levels. New people were jumping in. That was pretty exciting, bro.
Oh my God! Because
I couldn't sleep last night.
Oh Lord! Because around last year, crypto was banned in Nigeria. And for them to wake up and see what the blockchain will do in solving their issues, because we have a lot of a big problem in transportation.
And we are the biggest country in Africa when it comes to business is Nigeria.
Yes, we have the resources, we have the money, we have everything, but they are lacking a good technology in trying to solve all this transportation issue and the financial payment system. You know? And this coming into play, God, MetaMonkey AI is a real gem. We're gonna make money in this, and for Nigeria to see to partner with what's it called? This lab,
NS Labs,
using MetaMonkey AI app. Nigerians are gonna buy a shit out of this coin. I'm telling you, there's no market. There's no market in India. Sorry to be I'm not trying to be disrespectful. There's no market. There's no market in India as far as crypto is concerned. But if Nigerians, are able to see what this MetaMonkey AI,
they're enough to blow this up. They themselves
to do. Oh Lord, they all go in. I'm telling you. And with this online wallet, they don't have to worry about Wi-Fi or network, whatever. They're gonna go all out. I'm telling you.
I hear you, bro.
I'm telling you, with the Nigerian spirit, with this, and they know they're gonna even make money. With this, they go all in. I tell you, they go all in. So right now, I'm just gonna be chilling this every now and then. Every now and then. Yeah. Bro. Every now and then. Man, this is a real gem. This is a real gem.
Hey. On that note, brother, before I move on, let me give him a little something.
One leg,
You talk to one leg there. If you got two legs, yes. If you got three legs, yes. If you got four legs, yes. You talk.
Shoot, y'all better do the one leg. Y'all heard Michael about all that Nigerian news, man.
Yeah. And I tell you this. NS Lab is a prestigious lab.
Yep.
Having partnered with Samsung, LG, and
The government.
and some countries and government, government, Ministry of Defense, for that matter. Because I myself, I've been with the Defense Ministry for roughly almost 25 years, you know, and anything that has to do with the ministry, Nigeria, most especially Defense Ministry, Nigerian government will go for it. That I know about. That I know about. They will go for it. They will go for it. And when the adoption finally, when the Nigerian government finally adopt this, man, MetaMonkey will be out of this world. I tell you. I'm telling you.
I hear you, brother. Hey, man. And that people who know, that's why they're excited. Now, a lot of times, Michael, folks don't get excited about big news is because they don't understand the value of the utility, the value of that new thing that the project is doing.
And that's huge.
What. Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Before I'm right now it's midnight for Awesome. If he gets a chance to come on here, I want him to. I did message him last night, so he thought it was actually 11 p.m. last night. I said, nah, bro, that's tomorrow. It's going to be midnight for you, so he might be sleeping. But if he's up, he's going to come on here and kind of like give us some specifics. And there's so much more they're going to tell us about this blockchain thing. They just basically told us it's being built, but they have so much more they're going to tell us about this, the addition of this layer 2 blockchain. So if I'm telling you, folks like to see movement to get excited. By then it's too late. By then you're my exit liquidity. So don't do that. Get excited. Exactly. While Ethereum is low, that's when you put your money. That's when you set yourself right. Don't wait till the boom market come and then you're chasing projects. Put your money in them now. I'm not just talking about MetaMonkey. Any project it is. Okay, like I tell you, I push MetaMonkey, I push Core Combat. I'm looking at maybe another one or two to jump into. Whatever those projects are, they're at the bottom. It doesn't matter if they're up, they're still at the bottom. Why? Because when the bull run comes, that's when you start bringing back that Shiba mentality. I hate going on Telegram sometimes because I see some people on there talking about, oh, will this pump the price? Will this? Stop that nonsense. Nothing's going to pump the price. It doesn't matter right now. If they say they have a Coinbase listing or a Crypto.com listing or a Binance listing right now, which they can't because they don't qualify for that yet. But let's say they said that, you would get a temporary increase. But you're not going to get a pump. Why? Because Ethereum is down. Nobody's buying crypto right now to give you a real pump. So when you're thinking jumping in a good project, start thinking long term. Give it right now I'm telling people, give your project the next year and a half. You give it a year, which puts you into almost Christmas season next year. So then you got past Christmas season and go into first quarter of 2024. So I tell people, give it a year and a half. Give it 5 years. If you give it a year and a half to 5 years, then at least if nothing happens in the next 6 months, you're not pulling your money out to go chase the next hype. And that's what a lot of folks need to learn and understand. That stop jumping into projects to make a quick $5,000 and you think that's good, and then you just missed out on 500 or 5 million a year or a year and a half later. That's what happened with Shiba. Every single influencer on YouTube, okay, especially Chad Reddings, they will tell you how they lost money not waiting on Shiba. Shiba dropped 6 zeros in 13 months. Trust me, in the days of Shiba, if I wasn't early enough, I would not have missed out. What you got, Clef?
What's up, Dr. Crypto? What's up, Lima? What's up? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey, Michael, right. I was just letting you know I DM you, so when you get a chance, DM me back the information for your merch, buddy.
Yeah, Michael. Send them your name, address, email address, and your size. All right, your T-shirt size. All right, so you'll get that too. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Clef. Hey, guys. So let me tell y'all real quick what blockchain is defined as. A blockchain is a shared immutable ledger Go look up Immutable. I'm not looking that up for y'all. Ledger that facilitates the process of recording transactions and tracking assets in a business network. Okay, and to give you an idea of what an asset is anything that's tangible or intangible, such as a house, car, cash, land. Intangible, intellectual property, patents, copyrights, branding. Right? Virtually anything of value can be tracked and traded on a blockchain network, reducing the risk and cutting costs for all involved. Okay, why is blockchain important? Business runs on information. I see you coming up, Toys. I got you, brother. Business runs on information. The faster it's received and the more accurate it is, the better. The blockchain is ideal for delivering that information because it provides immediate, shared, and completely transparent information stored on that ledger that can be accessed only by permissioned network members. All right. To fast forward now, guys, to layers of blockchain, right? I want to discuss what a layer 1 is, then to tell you what a layer 2 is. In decentralized ecosystem, a layer 1 network refers to a blockchain, while a layer 2 protocol is a third-party integration that can be used in conjunction with that layer 1. For example, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum are examples of layer 1 blockchains. A layer 1 scaling solutions augment the base layer of the blockchain protocol itself in order to improve scalability. All right? Here's how that works. Layer 1 solutions change the rules of the protocol directly to increase transaction capacity and speed while accommodating more users and data. Layer 1 scaling solutions can entail, for example, increasing the amount of data contained in each block or accelerating the rate at which blocks are confirmed so as to increase overall network throughput, okay, things that go through the network. Here's layer 2, guys. Layer 2 refers to a network or technology that operates on top of an underlying blockchain protocol to improve its scalability and efficiency. Example, right? This category of scaling solutions entails shifting a portion of a blockchain protocol's transactional burden to an adjacent system architecture. Okay, to simplify that for y'all, for instance, Bitcoin is layer 1, right? That layer 1 network, and if you use like Litecoin, Lightning Network is a layer 2 solution built to improve the transaction speeds in this fashion on the Bitcoin network. So the layer 2 improves the process, the speed of what you're doing off of your main network. So if we're on the Ethereum network, MetaMonkey's blockchain would speed up and improve the process for us to work off of the Ethereum network. That's basically what it is we're building. Okay, and y'all need to understand that. What you got, Toys? How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, how are you?
Doing great.
Yeah, I just had two things. One, Michael's excitement was outstanding, right? Like he's more excited about a project I already liked. That was awesome. Like I liked it. It was great. The second thing, real quick, is I think you said immutable, and you didn't know what it meant. So I was just going to tell you that it means you can't change. Anything that's immutable cannot be changed.
There you go. I didn't want to have to Google and go look at that. I figured there was mutation in there, but I didn't want to guess that. Go ahead.
Yeah, just means it can't be changed. So when you think about the blockchain and how it's distributed everywhere, if somebody, so you can, there are ways to kind of hack and change the blockchain. But the thing about it is that when you change it in one spot, it looks everywhere else to see if that's the actual information. And when it finds out that it's not, you run into errors and problems and things that I don't know how to explain in words, but basically that's why it's immutable. The blockchain will always look around and confer with everywhere else that's been verified to see if that is correct or not. And if it's not correct, it doesn't change it. You have to change it in every single spot, everywhere that the blockchain is to hack it, basically. So that's why it's immutable.
Thank you, brother. And that's what folks need to understand. We are 3 weeks old. Okay, we came out on the 6th, today's the 29th, so a total of 23 days. 23 days, which means MetaMonkey AI didn't start September 6th and decide, what are we going to do for these people that's trying to jump in this project? How do we make a bunch of money off of them, promise them a bunch of garbage and don't really have any real plans? And maybe down the road, they'll drop 3, 4, 5 zeros. We'll take our money. We'll buy a few big cars and big houses, live our lives. And then they won't even remember what it is we promised them. No, they came out, the wallet, the pure wallet. The reason why it's called pure wallet is because that's the name it already had. NS Labs, the folks who worked on the wallet, they already called it Pure Wallet. So MetaMonkey bought that from them and kept it the same name. Now, the blockchain, keep in mind, like I told you already, NS Lab is already working on these things already, all right? They work on Web3 technology, okay, to improve tomorrow's internet, right? To improve solutions for smarter technology for the future. Web3 technology, right? Based on machine learning, neural networks, blockchain, metaverse, and IoT with blockchain-based DDS middleware. So they already work in that field, and they already work with companies like Samsung and LG, and they have government contracts. So we didn't go to some mom and pop place. So if they say by June 2023, we're going to have a blockchain that we just paid $1 million for being built. No, we didn't airdrop any tokens to them. Okay. They want their money. Okay. They already paid for that. Okay, hey, Twiz, do you remember the name of Augustine's company, What? I don't want to say the wrong name. Lena, y'all remember the name? It's not Conjigo or something like that, right? Let me see. It might be on my notes too. But I wanted to find the name of the company that Augustine already owns, that kind of like partnered with him. Let me see. I know if someone's here to have the name. I'm looking at these notes here, but I don't see the name of his company. But his company, somebody's coming up. Wadi got it. Go ahead, Wadi. What you got, brother? Is it the name you got?
Oh.
Cognito. I knew there was a Negro. I knew there was a Negro somewhere in there. Yeah, Cognito. That's what it is. Oh, see, I'm not even going to forget that because I wanted to call the wallet the Incognito wallet.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody, while you're on the mic, you want to say something, bro? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I'm like ecstatic about the whole thing, excited, meaning like, come on, they signed a $1 million contract and it was basically live stream. So, like that's just to kill any doubts of anything. And I'm very excited for this project. And I don't know who else is, but I know I am. Like, I'm happy to be part of a team and a real project that's actually doing what they say they're going to do and not just messing around with people's head. That's all I gotta say. Thank you, Dr. Crypto.
Especially in DeFi, brother, because that's the fear we all have in DeFi, is that we put our hard-earned money in these things and then we can't even feel safe with it. Where now, like, I feel real safe. I think Savage messaged me, it's Cognito. Nito. So I can't say Cognito. So it's Cognito. But yeah, that's really who came out and put out that $1 million. So when folks decide to FUD us, you got to already look ahead because they're going to make up something. So when they're going to say we airdrop tokens and they can dump on us or whatever, when they start to create that narrative later on, you already know it's nonsense. What's going on, Savage? Uh-oh, you have no Wi-Fi over there?
No, I got Wi-Fi.
What's up with you?
I was going to help you out. It's Cognito, right?
Cognito, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thing, yeah, while you're on the mic, man, what was the deal, man? Were you buying all night through Ian, or you were trying to find your wallet through Ian?
I was trying to find my wallet, bro.
But you didn't lose. You didn't lose power. You good, right?
Yeah. No, thank God. No.
And you're not going. You're not going to what they call it, the Waffle House for breakfast or nothing like that, right?
No, man. We might be coming up to Disney because we got the rest of the week off.
Bro, Disney closed, man. Stay home.
Yeah, they closed today. They're gonna open tomorrow.
So you actually seriously might be coming up.
Yeah. Yep. The missus wants to go.
You better buy some shares of Disney, bro.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's the best stock for you to own is Disney. You're there every other weekend, bro.
I think she put an application for me to work there.
Yeah, yeah, that would save both of y'all a lot of money.
Right, discount.
Yeah, man, but thanks for coming up. Yeah, thanks for that clarification, bro. Yeah, so that's something big, guys. So that $1 million, when you get a chance, watch it. It wasn't a long video. It was just awesome, just showing the signing. And then Dr. Kim showed a short 3-slide presentation talking about blockchain. So, I mean, that is freaking exciting. 3 weeks old. They already traveled to South Korea to meet with the lab that they're already working with. Then they went down there and dropped a bomb on us and got everybody excited, you know. So I don't know, where's RJ? RJ here? Hopefully he's listening. So RJ, it's on, brother. It's like they say, it's on and popping. It's on and popping, bro. I'm not gonna stop adding till I stop adding. They better run out of tokens soon. Because soon enough, you can't even, by mid next year, you can't even call what I'm holding a token. You're going to have to call it a coin. What's going on, Wadi?
No, I mean, I just want to point out one thing. Well, a couple of things. So, number one, CoinGecko, Coin Market Cap, 4 exchange listing, Pure Wallet dropping. Now, this huge deal that they signed. And even before all that was done, there was another signature that took place on July 29. So come on, guys. Like, if you don't see the clues or you don't get it yet, then I don't know what else to say. That's all.
Bro, I mean, that's just it. And really, when you ask people to do your own research, hey, what you guys got up top for me? Lena, you got the links, all the links for MetaMonkey to follow the devs, the Twitter space, the Telegram. Put our YouTube up there, Lena. And you got the Telegram. Then we got the contract address. So if anybody wants to buy, this something, let me go off subject real quick, guys. There's a lot of fake MetaMonkeys on there. If you go to DexTool and type MetaMonkey AI, you probably see 5 or 6 different ones. So and trust me, a lot of people have bought the fake ones. So make sure you're getting the contract address from our website, which is MetaMonkey.ai, or from our official Telegram. Okay, and the Telegram you'll see Lena, King Savage, Twiz, Fan, and Selena on there, and Andrew's on there about 80% of the time. And Andrew's one of the devs. You'll find Awesome on there from time to time. So that's the official Telegram. All those things are up top. So make sure you tap on those and write those down. Get that official contract address if you want to get in this project if you're not in it. But yeah, guys, when you see a new project come out like this is what doing your own research means. Okay, analyze the project, analyze the team. Are these people gonna run away with my money? Okay, that's one. That's very important because we went through the time of rug pulls, so we understand now to protect our money. And even if a project is not a rug pull, they might be rugging it slowly. That's like churning the faucet. You didn't churn it all the way, but you just let it just drip a little bit. That's called a slow rug pull. That's when they're using the money for their own personal use, and putting it on the back of marketing or paying employees or whatever it is that they do. Okay, but you have no way to verify. So our devs did not buy into this project. Augustine owns a company okay, Cognito, for the past 15 plus years, already working in this arena. When you listen to Augustine talk about the online offline wallet, he's knowledgeable in what he's saying. He's not somebody that's got to defer to the tech people for them to talk about that part because all he is CEO. No, I like to join a company where the CEO himself has enough knowledge in what he's selling me. Okay, he doesn't have to have all the knowledge. He's not the hands-on, but at least I'm a realtor. If somebody gonna buy a house from me, I better know how to talk real estate. I can't be learning alongside them, or I got another realtor that's doing all the talking, and I'm like Puff Daddy on the side. Take that, take that. I'm just the hype man on the side. No, I gotta know my stuff, and that is very impressive of Augustine, the CEO, that knows what he's selling. That is huge. Then look at the community. If you want to get excited about a community, go to our Telegram. Ethereum dumped down to $1,200 something dollars. It went up to $1,600, $1,700. It was almost at $2,000 about a week and a half ago. No matter what Ethereum is doing, our token is suffering from it. When you go on the Telegram, even if there's nothing going on, they're keeping you excited. They're keeping you engaged. They have games on there. And the funny thing is, a lot of people don't understand the value of releasing stress. I see you, Daniel. I'm coming to you, brother. They don't see the value of releasing stress during a bear market. When you can go on a Telegram and you're not getting blocked and booted out for asking valid questions, right? Even the ones who don't even ask valid questions. We have, let me see, what's our wallet holder count right now? Right now, we have 1,194 holders. Our Telegram is at 1,500 something. It was 1,600 something. I want them to keep dropping off. The ones who don't really own the token, that's just there trying to be spies, let them keep dropping off, because from time to time they put questions or comments on there to purposely discourage you guys. But when you got the mods that are in there, they got games. The other day they did poker night with what was it? A Tornado, Texas Tornado, I think is his name. They did poker night with him. They have other games they play where they're competing. That's to keep us going so we can make it through this bear market. Okay, MetaMonkey came out in the bear market, but they're not concerned with the bear market. They want to find holders who understand crypto, understand it's not about right now. It's about as long as they continue to do what they're doing, it's what they're going to bring us down the road. And when the bull market comes, we're going to roll out like Clark Kent, bust out his chest and show that big S and be Superman. What's going on, Daniel? Yeah, I got imagination. What's up, brother?
Man, what is going on? I don't know. But if the MetaMonkey AI people ain't excited now, I don't know what's going to make them excited.
Man, yo, this monkey project is doing some stuff, brother.
Man, let me tell you. And people don't even realize, if they just paid attention.
Hey, Daniel, hold on real quick. Do me a favor while you're talking, or when you're done, can you put that YouTube video up top, or if one of you guys can find it and put it up top. Daniel does YouTube, guys, and he did a YouTube video with MetaMonkey and the blockchain chain news. Yesterday he put it up. Was it this morning or well, it probably was after midnight.
Man, it was this morning, and I don't know how to post a damn thing to the nest.
All right, cool. So, hey, guys, Lena, Clef, if y'all can find it under, I had retweeted it, so under my post or under Daniel's, please post it up top. Go ahead, Daniel.
But, man, if people were just paying a little bit of attention to the words that weren't spoken but were implied a long time ago, man, they would have seen and understood where this project was moving. But see, people don't pay attention. Austin told you guys a long time ago, look at the total supply of MetaMonkey AI and the circulating supply of MetaMonkey AI, and then go back and look at the total supply of Polygon Matic and the circulating supply of Polygon Matic. They are exactly the same. This layer 2 blockchain did not come by accident, or nobody just woke up and dreamed it and said, hey, we're going to go sign $1 million contract tomorrow. This thing was already in the works a long time before they even released this thing out to us. So, you know, you got to pay attention to the words that aren't said. And another thing that I don't think enough people paid attention to yesterday that came out, did you see the guy from Nigeria sitting in there and doing a presentation and talking about his country and the blockchain technology that they want to roll out and they want to use, and then the NFTs that they want to roll out and use? And guess who's sitting at the table with him? And it's Labs, the MetaMonkey AI team. So who do you think that he's talking to about integrating this stuff into
Daniel, you got to relax, bro. I'm running out of money, man. Relax, bro. Relax.
What I'm saying is, if you paid attention to the video and what Ennis Labs and Austin were putting out, it was right there in front of your face. You just have to see it. You have to understand what's going on. And then if you listen to him talking about putting the dApps inside the wallet, you know, these dApps aren't going inside the wallet so you can play games with these dApps. These dApps are going...
Daniel, hold, let me, please don't forget what you're saying. You notice, I don't know if you noticed when Austin put that first video up for us, where there was 12 presentations done about MetaMonkey AI. It was being done to those potential folks in that room. So what do you think those folks, they came to hear about us? What do you think is going to happen?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to pay attention to the people that MetaMonkey AI is surrounding themselves with. And you have to know what a layer 2 blockchain is. A layer 2 blockchain, your MetaMonkey AI token that you have now will become a coin, but because it's going to become the currency for buys, sells, and exchanges. And your volume is going to go through the roof, because every time something that happens on that blockchain, they're utilizing the MetaMonkey AI token, which creates volume, which creates price. I heard something today and I about laughed when somebody said, well, everybody's promising a layer 2 blockchain. Yeah, that's true. They are. But not everybody's delivering on a layer 2 blockchain.
Not everybody working with NS Lab that's already delivered that, right?
So yeah, I can sit here and tell you that I'm working on a layer 2 blockchain and never deliver you a thing. Or I can be invested in a project for somebody who's already has a layer 2 blockchain in development and sign a contract with them and tell you it's coming out in June.
So you mean, like, if I wanted to bring out an electric car and call it RoboCar, but I went to the Tesla manufacturer and say, can y'all make me a RoboCar? Then that's pretty secure. It can be done because they've done it before. That's basically what you're saying, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying, what I'm saying is, people act like MetaMonkey AI is building a layer 2 blockchain by themselves.
Yeah, like they just went to pick up some fools off the street who gonna just Lego it together. They're gonna have twins Lego it together for them.
So if you listen to all that information that was being thrown at you through Awesome, and I see he just logged on, so I talked him up enough, he decided to come on. But if you listen to all the information that Austin was telling you about the supply and how it equaled Matic, and then the Pure Wallet, and then the fact that NS Labs was already working on a blockchain and we were connected with NS Labs, and then you look at the fact that somebody from Nigeria was up there talking about integrating blockchain into their currency and using NFTs, and our team is sitting at the table talking to these guys. Nobody else can fudge you. That's game.
If you don't fudge yourself, you just good. You good.
Yeah, that's game, set, match.
Yep.
Let's go ahead. Let's roll this out. Let's get this done. And right now, if the supply and the circulating supply and everything is sitting right at Matic, right? Where's Matic's price at? 0.7, right around 0.75. Imagine your MetaMonkey AI
they went to over $3.
Imagine your MetaMonkey AI bag if you were at just a quarter, and I'm gonna leave it there.
Hey, on that note, Daniel,
and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So we jump to the center, move one leg like this, bounce it, bounce it. Go, bounce it. Now with African dance, you have to go down low, shoulder up, and just chest. Facial expression.
If you don't know what's coming down the road, you will soon find out. What's going on, Awesome? I know it's midnight for you. Well, it's actually 12:30 in the morning. We don't know if you're even sleeping, but yo, you got us excited, and then I couldn't fall asleep last night. So you need to come over here and explain yourself, brother. I already went on Google and I told them I defined blockchain, I defined layer 1, I defined layer 2, but I want to hear you come up here and tell us what it is we should expect out of this, and if you have simpler ways of telling them anything about this. But we are excited, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. We're out in the town right now in South Korea, just having
at 12:30 in the morning.
12:30 in the morning, man. We're out. We're still grinding, man. Andrew just got home from grinding. He was actually out meeting with a couple people. Still to this right now. I mean, we've been all day out running our errands to meet with this. I've been trying to put out some tweets on really where we've been. I mean, we've been meeting with city councilor, people, executives in the cities, trying to just really build partnerships here because we know where we want to build. And really what it comes down to for us is that the layer 2 came out today, right? We announced that we will be building the layer 2 solution for MetaMonkey AI. And this is a huge step, man. A lot of money is being spent to make sure that the token that we hold in our pockets right now, is going to be the token that we can actually move forward with in this ecosystem.
And also pre-existing money, not no token airdrops. Like Cognito is just like coming out here like just boom, give me that. Go ahead.
And that's the thing is the people came out here and said, I read the tweets, I laugh at them. And honestly, I don't really care what people have to say because I'm sitting here right now with Augie and Andrew and everyone else, saying exactly where this money went to, exactly who paid for this. And if anyone has any questions about that, just do your math, there's nothing hidden. The blockchain's right there for everyone to read. And if you have questions about that, just, feel free to ask. But, that money was paid for by Cognigo. And, this is real, guys. This is not like some bullshit. This is not some made up story. This is what's happening. And I don't know really what to tell everyone, to each your own, right?
I hear that. Hey, you hear that, Savage? It's Cognigo. So Wadi was right. We thought it was Cognito. I think you got that one from Superman, Savage. Yeah, I mean, awesome, man. And that's why I tell these folks from the beginning, I see you, Daniel. From the beginning, I said, yo, when you look at the team you're joining, that alone should get you excited and get you to understand what kind of money you put in a project. And when I saw Awesome Austin was giving this thing so much attention, to me, that was already a no-brainer. I told y'all the same thing about Ryan Patrick for another project. Certain people, when you see they're behind a project, okay, if you know YouTube and you've already seen how to analyze these guys and determine which ones are legit, you already knew that was a no-brainer. For me, that was already step one. Then I met Andrew. Andrew, I've had a few phone conversations with me. This guy is a freaking monster. This guy does not, I hear you, Savage. This guy does not play around with his money and his company. He does the research. Every single exchange that we got, there was some strategy behind that. There was some, he analyzed it. He looked to see what kind of volume were these exchanges doing on a daily basis to see was it worth the money that we put out. Even messing around with Korea, that is a strategic move. Korea is huge into crypto, and that is a strategic move. Go ahead, Awesome.
No, I'm sitting here laughing because we've been out having a good time today. We're celebrating the success of MetaMonkey AI, and I'm just here to just laugh at everything that's come through because this monkey project is bigger than a lot of people think. And
in 3 weeks, baby, 3 weeks.
The things that we know, the things that can actually happen, and things that actually haven't even been released yet, are sitting out there for the taking, and people are still doubting it. It cracks me up, man, because, people say you're a shiller, you're a pump and dumper, you're all this bullshit, right? At the end of the day, I really don't care, because I know exactly what we're sitting on. I know exactly what this future holds. And I really don't care what anyone has to say, because I'm confident. This is the first time I actually can sit here and say, as a YouTuber, an influencer, whatever you want to call me, I don't really care. I'm sitting here today saying that I'm confident in what this team's going to deliver. I sat there across the table, listening to Dr. Kim, listening to Augie, listening to Andrew talk about the future of what this holds and what this can do for the holders of this token. And I honestly do not even care what anyone else has to say, because I know what this is going to bring. And if the people hold and actually believe in this project, there's massive opportunity. And anyone else that doubts it, I really do not care.
And Andrew is so passionate about what he's gonna do for us, the community, what the token is going to bring us, the community. And that right there is another great sign. Hey, what you got, Daniel? And then we got Michael.
Man, I was just gonna say, you kind of took the words right out of my mouth. Andrew is an absolute beast. The guy just works, and he knows what he's doing. And if you listen to him talk, the passion that he has for the MetaMonkey AI community is just it's crazy. I mean, you can feel it in his voice when he talks. And awesome, I just got one question for you. When can we stop calling this thing a token and start calling this thing a coin? Ask Andrew when we can actually start calling this thing a coin instead of a token, and we can move on from that, because with a layer 2 blockchain, eventually we're gonna have to get there. You to ask him when we can actually boost ourselves up to a coin. When can we start talking in that language?
I'm gonna tell you straight up. This is no coin. This is no token. This is a hybrid, man. You got to think outside the box, and that's one thing that this project has been very transparent about, is that they are thinking outside the box when it comes to token, to coin, to blockchain, whatever it might be. This is the first project that actually has been, potentially been able to take a token and actually make a use case out of a token. In addition to that, they just announced that they're going to actually make a blockchain to potentially make a coin with the token that we hold. So you tell me the last time a project's been able to do that with a wallet, been able to do that with a blockchain. And when you find that answer, you let me know. But I also want to say this, is that as much as Andrew has put a lot of energy into this as well, the best part about this project too is Augie, as the CEO of this project, has been, tremendous. I mean, it's a yin and yang situation, right? Andrew's this go-getter, out there in front of a lot of things, pushes a lot of things. Augie's this technical savvy CEO, hands-on, knows the ins and outs of AI, and they work so well together. And meeting these people face to face and seeing how they work together, it's like the perfect combination. I'm not even lying. I'm not even fronting. Like, I honestly would tell you guys the truth, and it just really works out. And you can tell when they sit in a room with each other and talk about these things. Andrew is very entrepreneurial, and he thinks about all these things. And Augie's just very easygoing and talking about technology. And it just really works out. The partnership with each other, the partnerships that they're trying to build. Like, I'm not here pushing bullshit, dude. I'm swear to you guys, like, I wouldn't do that. You guys know that if I was excited about something, I'm gonna tell you I'm excited. If it was bullshit, I would tell you it's bullshit. And like, honestly, this trip has been amazing. I've been so grateful to be in the situation that I'm in. I just told Augie that 20 minutes ago, because you're actually seeing things come to life. I can honestly sit here and say that I've seen this come to life. And I didn't think it was going to be so soon, right? Things sound so good. Like, people say, well, when you hear things that are too good to be true, it's probably a joke.
Yeah, right.
I tell Augie, I said, man, this sounds too good to be true. People probably look at it and say, they're promising the world, and what do they have to show for it, right? I really don't give a shit because I'm sitting here behind the scenes watching this. I'm talking with the developers. I spent all day with Dr. Kim, and all the ideas that these students have, all the ideas that these professors have, dude, and like, it's so endless. And when you get into a room full of 25 people talking about the same thing, like, tell me you're not passionate. I mean, like, just the ideas that come up, even the people in this room right now that come up with ideas about things that, like, what the future could hold or what the blockchain could hold or things like that, is just amazing. And it's opened my eyes this week. You know, we're so focused on cryptocurrency. We're so focused on like what cryptocurrency can do for the space. And dude, blockchain is so much more than that, dude. And this sitting in front of these students talking about this, these 12 presentations, talking about cryptocurrency and what it can actually do, like in terms of a blockchain for communities, for government, for everything. It just opened my eyes. And it took all this to get here, right? And I get that people are like, it's a MetaMonkey AI. MetaMonkey. I don't give a shit what name it is, dude. I honestly don't.
I love the name.
I don't care what the name is, dude. It's all about the potential and it's all about the direction of where this token's going. And I can sit here and say, like, I'm not a shiller, dude. I'm not a pump and dumper. I honestly don't condone any of that. But I'm excited for what can happen here, and I'm excited for the future and all the potential that this can bring. And I wish I could tell you guys more and more and more, but there's a lot more coming, dude. I promise you that, dude.
Hey, I hear you, awesome, and we can tell from the excitement in your voice that in just like the last 2 days alone, you've gotten enough, and it's not even done yet. You got more days to get more. It's just exciting. But yeah, I mean, Augustine is just another class. We don't even need to talk about Augie because the AMAs from Twitter Space to YouTube, everything that this man put into this project way before we launched, and the tough questions and how he answered them, and the chill factor, the professionalism, and the knowledge to be able to work with, like you missed it, you weren't here yet when I was saying that, to finally get in a project where the CEO can talk about the technology. He's not deferring to the Max. I mean, like the folks who's working on it. He himself can answer those hard questions, man. That's amazing.
Hey, and I'm gonna say right now, here in about 1 minute, Augie's gonna be signing on to talk with the community and ask away, man. Ask away on whatever you want to ask in regards to this blockchain, in regards to MetaMonkey AI. He'll be here in about 2 seconds. So hold on tight.
What can we ask? Like, when I think about it, I already read what it is. It's like, what else can you really ask? I see Michael had his hand up. Daniel, I think you had to talk already. If you do have something else, put your hand up. I forgot. But go ahead, Michael.
Yeah. Awesome, Austin. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, whatever anybody likes, they should believe, and whatever anybody likes, they should do. Just keep doing your thing. You awesome. You know, that relates to your name. You awesome. You're a good guy. Keep doing what you're doing. You know. So for me, this has really opened my eye to see what blockchain can really do in a real you know, live use case. You know, has really opened my eye to see what blockchain can really do. And I want you to know one thing. Nigerian government are very smart people, very smart and intelligent. Yeah, Nigerian government are very smart and intelligent people. They don't just jump into things. This crypto we're talking about was banned. You know, I think last year. You know, it was banned in Nigeria, and for Nigerian government to think outside the box and see the potentials of what a blockchain can bring, you know, can bring into the Nigerian economic system. That means they've really done their research. That means they've really think out of the box, because they are very smart people. They don't just jump into things. And for them to make a U-turn and try to like sign a memorandum of, you know, try to sign a memorandum with with this lab, oh my God, people don't know people don't really know what is going on here. They don't know what is going on here. You know, this is huge.
No, I really appreciate that. You know what? And I honestly don't care what anyone has to say, right? I mean, people can sit there and say whatever they want to say about me. You know, I think a lot of us in the space have kept it real. I think a lot of us in the space, try to do the right thing. We're good people, and people can sit there and say that we're not. And I really don't care what they have to say because our intentions are real. My intentions have always been this way, and I've always kept it 100 with everyone here. And anyone that doubts that, honestly, dude, like, I don't want to waste 5 minutes of my life, caring about what you have to say. So that's first thing. And I really appreciate that. Second thing is that this whole Nigeria thing, right? I mean, these professors here are ambassadors of Nigeria working for NS Labs. Like, these aren't just like, students coming here and deciding to come, work for NS Labs. Like, these people are ambassadors for their country. These people want to make a difference in their country. Like, that's what people don't understand. These people are coming to NS Labs to make a difference for their country with blockchain technology. A lot of these people don't even understand the cryptocurrency side of blockchain because they're so focused on how blockchain can change not only their government in terms of how they do things, but also how they implement things. And so don't get it twisted here, dude. When I say that cryptocurrency is just one piece of blockchain, today and yesterday and the day before opened my eyes to like what blockchain really is. And like, I can't express it enough. When you listen to these students speak about this, these ambassadors of these countries that come in here and speak about this, it's like, you don't always have to tokenize a token to be successful. You don't always have to tokenize a token for it to increase value of the token that you own. There's ways around tokenizing a token to make it valuable for not only a country, but for people. MetaMonkey AI token can be that. Like, I'm not even kidding you. And you guys joke about, like, you guys might laugh about, like, what's a MetaMonkey AI token? It doesn't matter. I don't care. Well, you can name whatever token you want to name. It could be a blank token. I don't care whatever the token is. You can bring value to that. You can bring value to the holders through smart contracts. And people just don't realize that. They're so fixated on what cryptocurrency can do for them because of, like, it's so tied to cryptocurrency. Like, I can't wait till I get these presentations out in front of you guys. I'm going to do some editing on them because I want to make sure that you guys see the presentation along with what the words are saying, because it will change your view on a lot of things. And the gentleman from Nigeria that spoke on the future of Nigeria and just the state of where Nigeria is at with not only their current fiat, but also the future of blockchain and NFTs that can actually change the course of their government, change the course of, like, the future of their finances. And again, it doesn't have to just be MetaMonkey AI. I don't care about MetaMonkey AI. Doesn't even have to be a piece of that. But I can tell you this: the pure wallets and the AI solutions behind that can play a massive factor into the success of Nigeria and how they can do things. Because the one thing that I can tell you right now is that people question, everyone has cell phones and everyone has service. Well, I can tell you right now that just because someone has a cell phone doesn't mean that they have service. And just because someone has a cell phone doesn't mean that they have instant access to be able to trade things back and forth. That's not how it works. There's tons of people in America right now that have cell phones that don't actually pay for service, don't pay for Wi-Fi, don't have anything. But to be able to have that to be able to have the access to an offline transaction or an offline situation where you can trade either tokens or fiat, dollar for dollar, like, that's incredible. No one else has that feature right now. No one, not even PayPal, not even Venmo. No one has that feature of an online, offline transaction through a blockchain. No one has that. Show me if someone does. I would love to see their use case on it. I've read a lot of papers this week on my flight over here. I've read a lot of papers today on what this blockchain can do. And I challenge anyone. I honestly do. I challenge anyone. And I feel passion right now. And I can tell you guys, I honestly believe that the direction where they're going with in terms of Nigeria and Asia and all these other areas are spot on, dude. Like, so spot on that it blows my mind, because so many people are fixated on Europe and America. And I get that there's a lot of volume there. There's a lot of people there. But there's so much more outside of just that. So many people in this world that don't have access to any of this. And imagine when you tap into that. Imagine when you tap into that, what this will actually do. You talk about the 4% of people in this world. You talk about the 4% of people that have access to this. When you start tapping into other countries that don't have any access to this, imagine what that will do for this space. And that's where that's where we're at right now. And it took NS Labs and MetaMonkey to come together and make this agreement for me to finally click in my brain, like where this can go. And I honestly, people come up here and say Austin's just chilling, he's pumping his bag. And like I said, I honestly do not give a shit what you guys have to say, because I'm sitting here face to face with these people, face to face with these students who believe in what they can do for their countries. And I don't care what anyone else has to say. So that's where I'm at.
I just want to remind everybody, the Monkey Project is only 3 weeks old. Just understand how massive this is. And you got these guys in Korea, 3-week-old project, signing agreement for a $1 million layer 2 blockchain. So we got Augie in the house. I'm glad to see he's here, the hardest working man in DeFi. We thank you for all you do. I don't know if anybody has any questions. Y'all can come up and ask Augie and Awesome. I saw Awesome had his hand back up. I'm gonna let him go again. And then if Augie want to say anything, and I got RJ coming up. Go ahead, Awesome.
No, I just want to say, Augie came on tonight to speak on it, and I'm so happy he's here to share with you guys. If you have any questions, anything about that, please ask away. Yeah, just like I said, we're going to keep it 100 here, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. So ask away. Appreciate Augie being here today, and just excited for any questions to come through.
Awesome. Hey, Augie, and we got Twiz came up. How you doing, Augustine?
Dr. Crypto, I'm doing very well. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I do have a couple things to say. So obviously, thank you for you and everyone that's listening. But I have to take my hat off. South Korea is an amazing, amazing country. Some of the most politest people you've ever met. Just extremely respectful, very welcoming. The food is incredible, absolutely incredible. I was blown away. Like, we drove through a lot of streets. We walked around quite a bit. And I was blown away of how clean everything is out here. Like, I don't know how they do it. But I am telling you, if any of you ever get the chance and you're like, I want to go somewhere different, I want to go somewhere exotic. If Korea is exotic enough for you, come here. You will love it. People are amazing. The country's beautiful.
Wow, awesome. Now you make me regret I didn't jump on the plane with you guys.
Well, one of these days I'll definitely have to bring you along on a MetaMonkey trip.
Oh, definitely, man. Because I mean, once there's a certain amount of money you make, you just pull up to the doctor. You say, "You're Dr. Kim," and you just drop a big hug on him and say, "Thank you." Twiz, what you got, brother?
Hey, Augustine. I have a clarification question. So we saw the presentation that showed $1 million going to NS Labs, but what exactly is that 1 million getting? There have been questions. So is that you are now hiring NS Labs, which I don't think is the case, or is this they've already started developing and this is to further development? Is this to pay for developers? What exactly is the 1 million getting?
Hey, Twiz, good to hear from you. Thanks for the question. Yeah, so, I think people that have been part of our community have known we've signed a MOU with NS Labs and with the companies here a while back, and we've been working on several projects. So we came out here and we wanted to formalize it, and we wanted to, let the people know that this is also, it's extremely important to MetaMonkey AI, but it was also very important to NS Labs. It was very important to Cretivia, for ICT, so this was something that we wanted to do. And then we also had, some of the people that represent the local area. We met a couple of local politicians here. So it was a way for us to formalize it. So that's kind of what you saw. As far as the contract goes, and the money exchange, so we have a lot of things planned, and consider this as a down payment on a lot of stuff we have going on. So we wanted to give a decent amount for NS Labs so they could put enough focus on us and accelerate a lot of the projects that we already have in the working. So, you know, I've told the community before that, hey, this is a research laboratory. It's manned by professors. It's manned by grad students, post and working on it. We got PhDs, and they've been working on this stuff for quite a while. But MetaMonkey, when we are working with them on certain projects, we definitely want to accelerate that. So consider this a payment towards accelerating things, and consider this a payment towards us wanting to get to where we want to be quicker than I don't think it'll be quick enough for any of us, honestly. I know it won't be quick enough for me, but quicker than it probably should take.
Thanks for that. Would you consider it a grant, I guess? I'm just trying to understand exactly what you mean. It's a grant, or it's like this is a formal contract, or this is, I guess, as you're saying, it's just to make sure that they are dedicating resources to the projects that MMAI wants.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a grant. There's a technical definition to a grant, and we don't fit into a technical definition. But at the end of the day, a laboratory gets funded, and they can get funded from many different ways. And then a laboratory works towards certain things, and they produce certain stuff. And the laboratory has to survive. And they're much like human beings, and they're much like animals that roam the earth. They have to be fed, and they're there for what they love. These are academic kids. They're working academia, but they want to grow, and Dr. Kim wants to grow his laboratory out, and he wants to be able to offer more opportunities for other people. So he's stretching out, and he's decided to work with us. I'm super excited about that. Most of his work's been with the university. Most of his work's been with the Defense Department. It's been with government. It's been with transitioning that knowledge. But they've been working on a lot of technologies that fits a certain niche, and it's a cutting edge technology. And guess what? That niche is what you guys have been talking about for the past year plus. And that's niche is also something that MetaMonkey wants to deliver on. So there was just a lot of synergy going on there. And yeah, Twiz, it's not a grant, but it's money paid for technology. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
Thanks.
Awesome, Twiz. Hey, Waddy, what you got, brother?
Hey, Augustine. Hey, Austin. I just want to say amazing job what you guys are doing. And Austin, thank you for doing that live stream, man. That is the best thing literally you could have done, because a lot of people is excited. And, you know, we could see that it is a real project. Thank you for bringing me on board, like always. And I just want to ask Augustine, did I hear right? The layer 2 blockchain, would it be released June 21st or 1st of next year, or the following year?
Yeah, so you heard right. We are delivering a layer 2, and it's designed to come out in June of next year. You know, I'd like to put a little caveat on this. We're going to do our best. We feel pretty confident because we put research into it, but it's going to take us some work to get there. But I do want everyone to know that, you know, our goal is, you know, we've said a few things as we've worked on this project. But over the last couple of weeks, you know, I've been saying that, hey, we want our token to be driving our technology. So we're looking at ways of getting our token into our layer 2 and also into our pure wallet to give us some real utility and to give our holders, you know, something more than just the token itself, but to know that, hey, there's a solution that it provides, and the solution's going to work for a certain segment of the people out there.
Okay. No, so the next question, which this is not FUD by any means, but I know that the Pure Water is supposed to be dropped for Android. So I noticed there's a little delay. Any updates on that? Because I am gonna be the first one showing off because I got Android and showing off what the wallet has. So yeah. And
I
other
wanna
than that,
add to your question, Wadi, because I was gonna ask the same thing. To add to his question, Augustine, do you guys have a tracker like with Certic? Do you guys have a tracker behind the scene to be able to see where Google is on reviewing it before they can load it, or we're all at their mercy until we just see it show up?
Yeah, thanks for asking that question because with everything that's gone on today, I kind of forgot to talk about that. Yeah, so Google did come back to us a couple times over this week, and they asked us to make some adjustments to it. I got another email from them. It's kind of confusing right now with the travel and how the days have melted into each other, but within the last 24 or so hours, saying that they found a few issues with it. And you just got to remember when Google comes back to us and they say they have certain issues or certain questions, they're like compliance-based stuff. Some of it could be technical, some of it could just be their rules and so forth, and we just have to follow that. And you also have to consider that when Google does an app like a crypto wallet, they look at it a little differently than if they're doing like a workout app or something like that. So we addressed both the things that they came up with us at this week, and it's been resubmitted. I want to say roughly 20 hours ago, give or take. And I feel that hopefully they don't come back with anything else, because I think by now coming back to us twice, I would think they would have found anything else. And what they came back to us on, I think we've resolved it. So yeah, I'm hopeful, it's going to be out anytime now. They're being pretty responsive as far as looking at it and getting back to us. So, it's on their timeline, but honestly, I think it's like
just don't mention a day. We don't want to. We don't want to hold you to a day. But you know what?
Dr. Crypto, he jumped in just in time.
Exactly. I don't want maybe by Wednesday. No days. But you know what? That's encouraging to hear that they're not just looking at it and just dropping anything, and they're coming back to you and asking for. That's actually more reassuring for folks to hear that. So I'm glad you actually said that and that we discussed it, because I was gonna bring up the same question to ask about it. So that's encouraging to hear, because I don't think Wadi's gonna beat me to it, because I already have it on my search. All I do is just go to the Play Store and just refresh every so hours to see if it's up. So I'll know. Once I know, I'll tweet about it, and then everybody else will know. But Daniel, you wanted to add something, brother?
Yeah, how you doing, Augustine?
Good, Daniel. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, I just I want to make sure I got it right. The $1 million payment is just I define it, and how I define it, I want to make sure that I'm defining it the right way. It's just a down payment for future development. Would that be accurate, basically?
Yep, absolutely. So there's a lot of things we want to deliver. There's a lot of things we're talking about. This is a down payment on that. It's to accelerate what we've already been working on. I've been here talking about NS Labs for at least weeks now, probably over a month. And I don't think it's a secret that they know that we've had an agreement in place and we've been working on certain things, and we're super excited to have this relationship. So for me to come out here, sit down, meet with them, sit face to face with them and go over this stuff and formalize it was very important for us, and to kind of lay out our roadmap and to give you guys the next step. I think there's still a lot more that we're going to be talking about over the next few months as far as how we're going to deliver this layer 2, what we're going to be able to do with it. All that stuff is going to be a little better defined as we move forward. But at least you guys can see that, hey, you know, NS Lab is they're a real laboratory. They work on real technology. MMAI does have an agreement in place with them, and we're here to talk about business. And our business is to deliver something that's going to be useful for hopefully a lot of people out there. And it helps, you know, I've been in technology for a long time. This has got me really pumped up because, you know, everyone knows something new, something different, something exciting is awesome to work on. So I'm super excited about this. I think Dr. Kim is super excited about this. Oh, talking about that, Austin and I, along with Tom, Andrew, we went there and walked through this. I think it's 1,800-year-old Buddhist temple today. I am telling you, Korea is covered in mountains. It's gorgeous. There's trees everywhere. You should have seen this Buddhist complex. It was so beautiful, so peaceful. So after everything the whirlwind we went through the last 2 days, we sat there. And the reason I bring that story up is Dr. Kim's an amazing person. He's more than just a technologist. He's more than someone that is going to deliver technology. He's a real person, and he's got an amazing personality. And he's been the most gracious host that I can tell you about. And I'm just very thankful for everything he's done for us and how much out of his way he's gone during this trip.
And also, Augie, can you do me one huge favor? Can you get one of them students to design Austin an A-team token so he can get rid of this damn dog that's that's beside my name? Because you know he knows what I'm talking about. He needs a token. You guys are in the right place to do a little design next to my name because I can't keep looking at this dang dog every time I comment on something.
You know what? If Austin gives me the thumbs up, maybe we can. Is that? Wait, I'm not too sure if it's a finger or a thumb. I'm sure we can work something out.
Augie, that would probably be the finger to me, but you know, I'll take that. I got big shoulders, but man, a little A-team token, little gold one instead of this little chihuahua he's got running around my name would be good.
You're killing me, Daniel. Hey, and Augustine, I don't know if you were here. I think it was before you came on here. I see you, Corey. I was saying that it is so refreshing and encouraging to have a CEO that works in the technology who can actually get on space and talk about the technology. So that, I think, is also the strength of our project, is when people hear you talk and they see you know what you're talking about. You know about the wallet, you know about blockchain, you know about NS Labs. I think that also gives strength to our project and gives strength to the money we're putting in here to see, because as of last night, I've been talking Shiba levels. You know, I'm not putting time frame on it because we know we're in a bear market, but the way this project is moving, I'm seeing some Shiba vibes here. If Shiba can drop 6 zeros, why can't we? So we're not going to put time frames on it, but if you guys continue to do what you're doing, there's no limit to what you can do with this project going into a bull market. So I'm excited. I don't know if you want to jump in or if we go to Corey. Go ahead, Corey.
Hey, I have a question. So are we going to use the MMAI token as the gas token like BNB or like Bone is supposed to be with Shibarium? Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the question. So I'm going to take a second to explain this because I do want people to kind of expand their mind and think about this. So, you know, there's a lot of things that's happened in blockchain and a lot of things that's happened in crypto, and people have been successful doing a certain thing. But I think if you follow other people, you it's difficult for you to succeed when you follow other people. If there's 1,000 beautiful wheels out there and you create the 1,001st beautiful wheel, you know, where are you getting you're working in a very in a space that you have a lot of competition in. So yes, I think gas is going to be involved. There is some other solutions that we're going to bring in that probably has something to do with gas. But I'm always, every time I'm on this show and I'm on other shows, I'm trying to remind people that blockchain is so much bigger than just the crypto space and just how other people have utilized it. I don't want to play in the same backyard or on the same court as someone else when they own that ball, right? We want to bring our own ball to the court, or we want to create our own court with our own ball. So I think the honest answer to your question is yes, but it might be bigger than what you're thinking. It might not be defined in the exact same way you're thinking, but it's gonna have that type of value.
Are you good, Corey?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, awesome. Yeah, and I want to add something, guys. Depending on, read between the lines of the way that they answer some of the questions, because there's a lot of cats they do not want to let out the bag. So when they answer some of our questions, some of it's a little vague because they don't want to let cat out the bag. So I know that for sure. The way that they try to spin and go around. But Augustine, if you can answer this, I want to ask you one thing. Looking at our roadmap, we have Metaverse, we have NFT, we have the blockchain, okay? And we have, of course, the online, offline wallet. Have you guys, based on your trip, based on what you already have behind the scene, is there more to us that is not even on the roadmap you're even thinking of? Or is this it and we're just developing it? I mean, we have more than enough. Like I've told folks, if we just had the online, offline wallet alone as our only utility, I think that would have been enough for the plans that you guys have and the capability of the online, offline wallet. But for us to have the metaverse part, the NFT, and now the layer 2 blockchain, is there anything else that you guys are working on or plan to bring that you already know of on this roadmap that we don't even have an idea of yet, even though you can't tell us?
So the answer is yes and no. Yes, there's a lot of other things that we've been talking about that's behind the scene. And no, it's kind of the same stuff that we have on the timeline. And what I mean by that is this, you know, we've always, from the beginning, we said, hey, we're a technology company. We want to deliver the technology. One of the lines I used early on was the metaverse is here, but the metaverse is not here. Just talking about, hey, at the very baby steps that we're at, trying to enter into the metaverse. And there's a lot of underlying technologies that's going to run the metaverse. Some of that's going to be blockchain. Some of that's going to be AI, deep learning, neural networks. It's going to be IoT systems. There's just a lot of things that come into play. It's going to be edge computing. There's just a lot of things that come into play. So we want to work on the technology that makes a lot of that stuff work. So yes, when we make those things work, we might look at how we can use that technology in different ways and new ideas. Like, you know, the one example I'm going to give, which is an old example now, I think people have heard it at least for a couple of weeks, but it's using a wallet to vote. Some people might have heard of that before. I don't think we were the first people to ever come up with that, but we're actually working on delivering it, where it's going to be an actual use case, probably not too far down the road. So it's a solution that a lot of people in the crypto world wouldn't have really thought about, but it's using the same technology. So that's the only thing I was trying to say with the last statement I said is like, it's yeah, it could be gas fees. He's absolutely right about that, and we could end up being exactly at that place, or we could use it slightly different And technically it might not be gas fees, but it still has the same, value. It has a similar value. So it really what people, one of the ways I look at the question is I don't see the gas question as a technical question. I see it as, hey, what's the real value you're going to bring to this? And that's a use case of a real value. So we're here discussing a lot of different ways we can use this technology. And I think that's one of the reasons, I'm sure some of you heard it in Austin's voice, he's super excited about this because his eyes have been open a little bit. He didn't have to hear it from me. He's going to share, some more of the content of the videos and so forth. But to listen to these guys and see where their thinking is at, it's at a different new level, and we really do want to deliver not the exact same thing everyone else is doing. If we can deliver that same thing and we feel confident in it and we feel like, hey, we can be a success at it, of course we'll do it. But we want to think outside of the box. We want to be forward thinking, and we want to come up with new ways of using this technology. And I think that's one of the things that's going to define MetaMonkey is, hey, they're using this technology, but they're using it in a way we never thought about.
Oh yeah, and definitely, I'm gonna start DMing Awesome. I want to find out what flavor he drinks because he's definitely getting on that Kool-Aid. I'm starting to see him on that Kool-Aid real soon. His excitement is like maxi level. But one more thing before we go ahead, Awesome. Go ahead.
No, the thing is though, is there's a difference between being passionate about something because there's something real behind it versus being passionate about something when you have no idea. Like there's a big difference, dude. Like, so a lot of people that go out there and speak about tokens and speak about it on as if they know that this is going to come to fruition, or as if they know the facts behind it. That's a big difference, right? Because again, a majority of us don't have the access that I was privileged to today or this week. Like this is just luck. I mean, luck. I'm lucky to be in this situation. Like, and so, to be a maxi, right? You have to. I feel that you're shilling something, and you're saying something, and you're drinking the Kool-Aid because you're just told that's what it's going to be, and you have no real facts behind it. Today I can honestly say, sitting, I spoke with Dr. Kim. For no joke, dude, we spoke like 6 hours today throughout the course of the whole entire day about solutions and about ideas and about things that this blockchain can do and all the capabilities of what can happen. And when you sit in front of someone who has that knowledge, that has that capabilities, and has that at their fingertips, and to be able to even have that conversation with someone like that, I think it puts you on a different level. And so, you could call me Max, you call me whatever you want, but like that's my view on it. And I'm purely passionate because I'm seeing it in real life. Like, and I wish, like I said, not everyone here signed an NDA. Not everyone here, believes in this project. And like, I'm just here to tell you guys, like, I honestly wouldn't be talking about it if it was just a bunch of bullshit. I truly wouldn't, you know what I mean? And I know that some people know me for who I am and knew that I took a long time to sort of even jump on this project because I really wanted to make sure I dotted my I's and crossed my T's. And I'm sitting here today going, I'm thankful for it because it opened my eyes and to see that, like I said, I mean, blockchain is just more than crypto, dude. It's just more than crypto trading. And I get that crypto trading is always going to be a part of blockchain, and that's great. But blockchain will grow much further than just cryptocurrency trading. And when people start to realize that and start to see it and start to actually see it in their daily lives, they'll open up their eyes to it, dude. And when you have these professors and these students come up here and talk about this, it just goes, damn, dude, like, I guess I never really realized that it's just more than CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and seeing what the red and the green have to say for today. Because honestly, dude, there's so many things you can do on a smart contract to make sure that your token looks great and to make sure your token is successful. And you don't need the green and the red to make that happen. And if you're relying on the green and the red to make it happen, to make your wallet look good and to make sure that you're invested in the right project, then you shouldn't be in crypto. And again, you need to start opening your eyes because it's out with the old and with the new. And I've been saying that because, again, this project is looking for new stuff, looking for new development, looking for things that are unique to this space that no one else has. Because why the hell would you want to invest in a project that has already tried to do it 20, 30, 40, 100 times? You know, and I get everyone's like, well, it's just a blockchain. Dude, like, it's, yeah, you're right, it's a blockchain. But again, when you have a company and you have an institution and you have a project like NS Lab or a company like NS Labs come out and say, like, we're thinking outside the box because we want to bring something unique and something that's better than what's out there already. I don't know what else to say to you guys. I mean, you know, why would you want to be a traditional blockchain? Why would you want to invest in a traditional blockchain when you have an opportunity to invest in a blockchain that could be better or just bring different things, not necessarily better, but just bring different things than other blockchains have? And I would rather invest my money in something that has differences to it than something that's just very similar across the board.
And that's the value, Austin, of having you on that trip. I think you bring so much more to us who's on crypto, on Twitter, on DeFi, on YouTube, than just hearing from Augustine, Andrew, and Johan, who are developers who brought out a project that we don't really know. And knowing you, your personality, and you come on here and you're excited and talking about it, it means so much more to us to hear that. And that's what I hope folks understand what I mean by that, the excitement and the maxi status of that. That, trust me, the folks on here, folks like RJ who's down there taking notes. Somebody pull that pen from him, taking notes. And Daniel and Wadi and Dr. Crypto and Dr. Nestle down there being quiet, and Future Millionaire. We know the value of what you're talking about, and you're gonna see some movement on those charts, because we know when you're this early to something, like you say, something brand new, we know the value of adding and holding onto these tokens. You want to add something?
Yeah, and you know, we talk about Andrew, dude. And if you met Andrew, and some of you have, some of you talked to Andrew, and if you actually met Andrew for who he is, this dude is like the hardest work. I'm not even kidding you, dude. I swear to God, this guy doesn't sleep. But I mean, he's the hardest working guy out there. I mean, and he's the yin to the yang of Augustine, right? I mean, he's just he is a different side of it, and it wouldn't work right if, like, you know, this wouldn't come together if you didn't have an Augustine and Andrew, because they're so different personalities, just the way that they operate, just the way their demeanors are, the way they get it, like, but they work and they mesh together. And like, I'm physically seeing this here on this trip. Like, I'm actually seeing it. And the thing about Andrew, dude, is like, Andrew is a go-getter, dude. He doesn't take second place. I already know it in his demeanor and the way he is as a person. Like, he will do whatever it takes to make sure that this is successful. Whatever that means, I don't know. But I know for a fact that he has a vision in his mind. And when that vision's set, he is set in stone, dude. Like, it literally is, dude. The guy is stubborn to that fact, right? You can say it's because he's Korean. You can say whatever, right? I'm married to an Asian. I know what that means. You know what I mean? I know what it means to be like, if this means something, like, we're sticking to it, because like, that's the culture. Like, that's who he is as an individual. And so again, we're investing in the developers. We're not just investing into the project. We're investing into the developers so they can deliver. And like, I'm honestly, and Dr. Crypto's talked to Andrew. Daniel's talked to Andrew. Cool and Chris has talked to Andrew, like, personally on the phone, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about when you speak to him. And like, today, dude, like, he could have came and hung out with us and had dinner with us, but he went and it was working with partnerships today, which I posted on Twitter. I mean, he's out there grinding. He called us at like 11 o'clock tonight saying, hey, this is what we got going on. I mean, he was out working on that tonight, even late tonight. And it just shows you like where he sees this going. Like, he wants this to be this is not just, you know, MetaMonkey AI. This is a technology company that he wants to see be very successful. And, you know, it speaks volumes, dude. It really does. And I just commend the team, you know, and Augie and Andrew to be able to work together. And I mean, he's staying here for 2 extra weeks to make sure that things that with the Pure Wallet get done, make sure that things, you know, get rolled out faster. I mean, he's staying here an extra 2 weeks, you know, because he wants to make sure that things are happening and pushed while Augustine works on other things. And that's why the teamwork is so important. And, you know, he didn't have to stay here an extra 2 weeks to make sure this happened. but he chose to do that because it's important to the project, important to the investors, and that's when you know it's the real deal.
Oh yeah, Dr. Nestle is Augustine and I'm Andrew in our business partnership because I can tell based on the personalities. And I did speak to Andrew, and one thing I like about him is the more that he sees the FUD, the more of a fire it lights up under him to prove that this project can blow up and be what it is that it's gonna be, and that is another motivation for me because that drives a fire into him to say, hey. They'll see. They can put us all they want to, but they'll see what we're gonna do in the space, and that's just mind blowing. Hey, we got Ravi and we got Daniel. What you got, Ravi?
Hey, Augustine, awesome. I hope you guys are having a good time in Korea. I mean, it's a good place. So, fascinating news. The idea of building the layer 2 is phenomenal. But one thing, though, got to keep in mind when you do, how do you make that deflationary when it becomes a layer 2? Because I would assume MMAI will be the token that will be operating as a layer 2. Right now, the plan is to burn when you buy the NFTs, that revenue comes and burns. But when you do a layer 2 and that becomes a token, you have to effectively think of a way to make that deflationary versus being like a stable stuff. That's something in the roadmap that you can do. But the question I wanted to ask is, do you have plans to also start mining this? Because the trend I'm seeing right now is people are starting to invest in validators nodes and give the holders the layer that they mine as rewards to the holders. So when you do your layer 2, there must be something to mine that, or to do something. Is there a plan that you also set up mining facilities to mine the token, right, and then give it back to the holders? Because that's one thing a lot of tokens don't do, and that's starting to open up right now. People are launching tokens, collecting taxes, buying in the validators one after the other, and starting to give ETH back to the holders. This could be an amazing opportunity in the roadmap if you do, because people who have been there for enough time, or when this becomes a layer 2, when they start staking the tokens, if you pay back them in certain kind of rewards, one it becomes like, it's not just a layer 2, but people will start looking into other revenues of passive income like mining. Okay, how do I get something out? Not just investing, not just relying on the excess of the token, but how do I get something out of it?
Yeah, thanks, Ravi. Those are both very good and valid points. Yeah, so we've let people know that, yeah, we want the token to be running some of the stuff in our project and give it some really good value. So we do have to look at how that token's going to be, how it's going to be used there, and how the deflationary effect is going to have on it. So we'll be nimble and we'll try to stay on top of that. With the mining, it's funny that you bring that up because we did have a pretty good discussion about it today with Dr. Kim, and we discussed it. And you have to understand, like, at this point, we're having a lot of discussions on things and we're trying to figure things out and how they're going to go. So I'm just going to share some stuff from the meeting today. But this isn't like roadmap. This isn't written in stone. This is us having discussions, and this is just how things move. But yes, we looked at the mining, and we want to put mining into our layer 2 solution. So that's something that we want to do. And we'll figure out a way to make that all work out. We'll have to figure out like the reward plan, and if we decide to go with that, how that's going to look like. But talking about it on the technology side, NS Lab has done some work with Ethereum style mining, and they've looked at like gas costs, they looked at latency, they looked at efficiency. So they have some work done there that I think it's beyond what other people are doing with mining. So if and when we decide to take the mining thing on, it's going to be because we feel like we can not just deliver mining. So our holders and other people that want to use it can mine it, but it's also because we've figured out a better way to do mining. And I think that's really important because we're not just delivering a capability, but we're delivering a capability that has like some new performance enhancements. And that's something that I think is more exciting than just delivering the mining itself.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I look, this is phenomenal stuff because I'm learning myself about this mining stuff, the rigs and stuff. I was like, when you said layer 2, this is an opportunity for all the holders to think about it as well. How can we mine this when you start? Because the early adopters of mining make a lot of money. And it's not just depending on the token, but depending on your skill to learn about rigs mining and then see what you can do with a new layer 2 to make yourself, make more money. But I look forward to the developments that you guys do. Korea, Samsung, it's a technical place, so they'll get the job done. And the good thing about you is you still have an open ear about the community, regardless of what you have in your wallet. So what the project is doing, and I don't see a way this project will not succeed. The technical component is there, and the leadership that has an open ear. And that's one of the reasons I don't soft shell or sell anything, because some projects I feel comfortable, they don't need anything. There's sometime you give it to them and it'll work on its own. There's something that we need community behind it. But when I hear technical terms speaking, it gives me a level of competency or level of comfort that I like to hear from people. And that's something I've heard from you guys. And I knew last time when Andrew was in Spaces, the way he spoke, I knew this dude is real. So, you do what you got to do, and then everything will work out. Thank you.
Awesome, Robbie. We got Daniel. Did you already?
Okay.
Daniel and then Cool Chris. Oh, you want to say something, Awesome?
Okay.
Go ahead, Awesome.
Yeah. So that's one thing about this, with Andrew is, I mean, like, he's a very determined guy, right? I mean, and he says it doesn't matter. There's this layer 2 solution somehow, some way, doesn't matter what it is. MetaMonkey AI token will be valuable in this layer 2. Like he's like, it doesn't matter what it is. There's going to be value to this. Like, and we talked about that significantly today. And in addition to the mining thing, right? I mean, I was shocked that you actually brought that up, Robbie. We were just talking about that today. And I read from Seoul, from where we were at to Seoul, it's about an hour and a half ride. And Augie shared the journal with me. There's a massive journal out there on research regarding this solution that they're talking about. And when you actually read it and you get the opportunity to sort of see what the things are, it will open up your eyes to like what mining could be. And there's different ways of looking at mining. And I actually put a big smile on my face when I saw you bring that up, because to think about a token that can be mineable and it could be actually more efficient on the mineable side of things is mind-blowing in a way. And again, the capabilities are there for this to come to fruition. And I'm for mining. You guys know that. I mean, I think it's a great value.
Did I get wrong? Did Austin?
No, we're still here. I didn't hear anything on my side. My phone was tripping. But we got Daniel and then Cool Chris. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, I just wanted to say too, like going through this MetaMonkey AI project and really having some conversations that I had, I can't agree more that it's opened my eyes so much to what blockchain can do. And when you think about it in a broader terms of blockchain development and why governments are going to blockchains and why businesses are going to blockchains, I mean, hell, Walmart just did a big thing with, I believe, VeChain. So businesses and governments are all going to this blockchain development. And the easiest way for me to kind of understand it is people can tell you whatever they want, but the blockchain will tell you the truth. And I think that's why you see the governments and more businesses going towards this blockchain development. And the fact that MetaMonkey AI is on the cutting edge of all of this stuff, I mean, just has to get the community excited. And yeah, the token we hold may not be used in the traditional ways that we used to seeing a token used for gas fees and stuff. So I don't know, maybe we'll come up with a new slogan for it, token coin or something like that. But it's going to be valuable, and that's one of the things that the devs have always made sure is that the token that we hold is going to hold it's going to have value within everything that they do, and you have to appreciate that and trust them with that because they haven't let us down yet. Actually, they beat all of our expectations so far. So you know, you got on, you know, hold believe in that process. But you know, blockchain is so much bigger than crypto, like these guys were saying. And when you when you really start to talk to people about it, and you really open your mind, and you really start to read articles about what blockchains got going on and where they're headed, in the different parts of businesses and government that are starting to use blockchain, man, there's so much opportunity out there that we don't even see because we're stuck in this little tiny corner of blockchain called crypto, and it's nothing but a little corner that we're stuck in. And I'm just so happy that MetaMonkey AI is taking us out of that corner and putting us in a different realm of blockchain development and utilizing the token that we hold to bring value to that. And you know, that's all I got. I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet for the rest of the time.
No problem, bro. What you got, cool, Chris?
What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world.
Hello.
Hey, cool. I don't want to cut you off, but I'm going to. I'm sorry about that, dude. Hey, I'm down to I was at 8% about 90 seconds ago. I'm down to 3%. So I'm gonna hang out as I can. But if I disappear like Austin did, no, he disappeared because of dead battery, and I'm pushing up against it too. But go for it. I just want to give you guys a heads up.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
Awesome. It's okay. Augustine, man, I hope you're having a good time in Korea, man. But yeah, I have a few questions. I'm pretty sure your phone is probably gonna die because you know me and my questions, right? But a couple of things I want to ask you. So we start off with when you guys do how do I word it though? When you guys are given the blockchain, right? You made the acquisition. When June comes around, and hopefully it's when you project. Will Dr. Kim be overwatching the blockchain? Will him and his team be helping you run the blockchain? How does that actually work out?
Hey, I'm still here fucking upstairs. So if I do lose you guys, just know I'll call back in about a minute or two. But no, yes, for sure. So Dr. Kim's team is obviously developing this. Once they develop it, they're going to be there to make sure that it works smoothly, to make the improvements and get it to where we need it to be at. And eventually we'll get to a point where, and I think this will be down the road a little bit, we'll get to a point where I can transition it into someone else and they'll just work on improvements and so forth. But in the beginning, they're going to have to be very much involved.
I don't know if he's done answering you or if we lost him for a minute, cool?
Yeah, his phone probably died because
Yeah, we
Twitter.
might have lost him for a minute. So yeah, like he said, they will be involved initially until he transitions it, so he can come back for your other questions. I guess he's in the hotel room, probably going to connect to his charger plus lost connection, whether it's in elevator or staircase. But I'll hold on the space while we wait to get him back. But just hearing all the stuff that these guys are saying and what we're used to in the DeFi space, this is a whole other beast. This is not what we're used to in the crypto space for us in DeFi. And I think that's the excitement we need to understand as we're buying into this project is like what we're buying into. you know, and what is new about this that we're not used to. And I saw your post, I think this morning or last night, I can't remember. I'm mixing it all up. Where I was like, yo, just drop the mic. When you see the stuff that these guys are coming out with, it's so freaking exciting to say, man, you know, what's next? You know, and then it's this project that we just bought into 3 weeks ago. You know, so that's pretty exciting. Hey, Augustine, were you able to come back? I think he might be back. You're still on mute if you're talking. Okay, we lost him. Yeah, he's gonna come back up. Yeah, so that right there is pretty exciting to me to be able to get into a project 3 weeks ago, and we see what they've already worked on already. So when we tell folks all the time, and I took the battery out of this thing, it's still making noise, which is weird, because I'm trying to return it. When you see what we're working on and what they've done so far, okay, how can you have doubt in this project of dropping some zeros down the road? Of course, we want to get out of that mentality of win 10x, 100x, 1000x. But you know, there's no way for us to get out of that mentality because we're in here to make money. And by being in here to make money, what does that mean to us? That means we want to know when can we get to 1 million, 10 million, or like I now I think I have 77 million in the back of my head. If I know somebody who was there, I know it's doable, then maybe that's my goal, is to get to 77 million, right? So that is something that if we find the right project, that's a goal we can reach. Okay, and what if MetaMonkey AI is that project? How do you assess that? Check out the team and see, are they working? Like Andrew, I know Cool Chris, Daniel, you, myself, I've spoken to Andrew. Andrew is passionate as heck for this project. And he's got like a different type of personality when it comes to making sure that this project succeeds. And I think that's the same way that I am. Okay, the more that you say I can't, or you want to throw shade at me to as if I'm gonna fail, the more you put a drive under me to prove you wrong. And Andrew's on that status, and we're at the back end of that. We're gonna receive that benefit. He's one of the founders of the project. For him to stay 2 weeks extra in Korea to make sure the Pure Wallet is working right, coming out on time, and whatever else. Remember, the first one is just, the version 1 is just a beta test. Okay, but to bring the other versions out, he's staying there. And South Korea, the things that countries got going on when it comes to crypto, and he's staying back there to rub some shoulders. I am so excited. Okay, I am so excited of what we got going on, and folks can see that. Last night, if y'all were in the Telegram, you would have seen after Awesome put that short live of them signing that $1 million deal with NS Labs. You would have seen folks, new wallets, whether it was just $50 they opened a new wallet with, or folks who added to their wallet. People know. Okay, if you've been in any other project, you know you have enough time to assess crypto. You've had enough time to see what works, what projects are going to deliver. Okay, what it is about this project that tells me, this is not a project to play around with. And when you look at MetaMonkey AI already, you can already see that. You can say, okay, the way these guys are moving, this is not a project to mess around with. Like Awesome said, and I played around with the game with Kool-Aid and Maxi. That's how I want to be on a project. I want to keep it real, but I want to be excited on that level that I can talk about that project until they give me a reason not to. And right now, MetaMonkey AI is not giving anybody any reason to say anything negative about them, to call them liars, okay, to say that they're full of it or whatever. We've been in projects where we've lost money. We've been in projects where we wasted time. There's projects I put my money in, I pulled out exactly what I put in. I pulled out money out of the project earlier this week. I put in 500, I pulled out 630 after fees. I ended up probably getting like 580 bucks. So I made 80 bucks over like what? 90 days almost, okay? But why did I pull it out? I could have left it there and just said, let's wait for the bull market. Nope, pull it out, put it in MetaMonkey instead because I see long-term goals with MetaMonkey. So you guys just do your own research, but those are the type of things you have to assess when you're researching. Hey, Augie, I see we got you back. Yeah, you should be able to speak now, Augie.
Hey, yeah, sorry, I finally got up into my room, but the phone died quick. The last few clicks went pretty quick. So cool. I apologize about that. I know your question was, will they support us? So yeah, as they develop the new technology, this is new cutting edge technology. So the team we put together is not there just to develop it, but they are gonna support it as we bring it to the field. They're going to help us make the improvements that we need to make to it, make sure everything's working the way it is, and then eventually we will hand it over to a production team that'll handle the production, and they will mostly work on improvements and then troubleshooting some major issues that might pop up or some new things that we're trying to achieve, and we just need to figure out how to get over that hurdle.
Okay, cool. And don't worry about your phone. I knew it was gonna die. Twitter Spaces drains battery like faster than anything else. But yeah, a follow-up question to that. Why a layer 2 and not a layer 1? Is there any advantages that you guys figured out would work more with MetaMonkey AI with the layer 2? Or was it just because this layer 2 was readily available?
Yeah, no, I think we have some ideas on layer 2. And when I say we, I mean Dr. Kim and his team. They're looking at it a couple of unique ways, and they have certain thoughts and certain ideas on it. And then I want them to be able to achieve certain things and also want to be able to deliver particular things that's important to us and the community. But I have to walk a fine line there. I was telling Austin earlier, I said, look, I don't try to give Dr. Kim and his team too much direct instructions. I try to give them some high level stuff, but I don't try to get in the weeds with them. And I don't try to give them too much direction because I want to hear where they're coming from and I want to hear their ideas. So a lot of the ideas they have for these applications are in ways of using it and areas of using it that we haven't really thought about. But that doesn't mean that we still can't use it in the ways we want to use it in and still use it over there. Because at the end of the day, whether we call it gas or it gets called something else, what you really want is a value in the token, right? And if that value is in the way that everyone knows how other people are doing crypto, then that's fine. But if it's a new value that no one's really thought about and we're delivering something new, then I think MetaMonkey has an advantage because it's a brand new pond that MetaMonkey created. They're the big fish in that pond, and they're going to make that pond a lot bigger. So yeah, when we look at a lot of this stuff, we're just looking at ways of improving things. Sometimes it could be incremental change, but a lot of the stuff they're doing is it's slightly different than the way it's currently being done. It's just looking at a problem or looking at something that's not the most efficient and saying, how can we make it look different and work better? And then taking that angle on it.
Okay, speaking of value and what you can improve or not, what's gonna make the MMAI? Well, I'm calling it now. I like the pure chain. I like how that sounds. But what's gonna make the pure chain? What's gonna make that attractive to other projects to build on top of, or even just utilize the blockchain to bring their projects into this space?
Yeah, so I think at our core, that's one of the things I really want to deliver from a technology standpoint. We do want to develop some of that basic technology that's going to run that. So yeah, I think if we're able to deliver certain aspects of the blockchain and do certain things with it, the blockchain is going to end up being a really huge world, right? So if you think about it, Amazon is huge in the e-commerce space, but they're not everything. They're the biggest, but if you take everyone else and you add them up, everyone else is bigger than Amazon. And I'm not trying to compare MMAI to Amazon. I'm just trying to say that that crypto is going to grow so huge, blockchain is going to grow so huge that even if we get certain slivers of it and we own certain technology rights and we've mastered certain technologies beyond other people, then they'll use it. I talked early on that we want to take our technologies and we want to turn them into APIs and share them with other projects and share them with other platforms and let them use that, because we do see that as a revenue stream. So that's what's so exciting about working with NS Labs, is they're working on new technologies that that's unique, that's different, that if everything works out, we can put a patent on it. And if it works out great, then people will come knocking on our door and say, hey, can we use that in our project as well?
Okay, so you have what's the quote? If you build it, they will come kind of mentality?
Yeah, my quote is a little bit beyond that. If you build it, they will come. If you build it and you market it, they will come.
Gotcha. Okay, good transition. When it comes to marketing, I know you brought on another advisor besides Austin. I forget his name, and I'm kind of lazy to look at the website right now. So pardon me.
You're talking about Kevin Ming?
Yes, thank you, Dr. C.
No problem.
So Kevin Ming, when it comes to marketing, how do you guys plan on marketing MMAI to the Asian markets and even here home for us?
Yeah, so we're still working on that. Kevin has a lot of experience, and he's in the Asian market, and we're still trying to work with him and try to figure out a base that we can jump off of. We talked about Kevin. He's in China, but he's probably going to be helping us with greater than the China market. But we're looking at other aspects. Obviously, we're here in Korea, so we're going to take advantage of this trip and not just limit it to just NS Labs and getting the MOU in place. We're also going to think about other ways of getting more people to be interested in our tokens. So yeah, we're looking at that, and we brought Kevin on. I think it's been about a month now, maybe a few weeks. It's hard to tell. I don't know how these days and weeks work anymore, but he's definitely working with us, and we're trying to figure this out. And I think people have seen, like, hey, we're a little slow getting that wallet out there. I know it still hasn't dropped yet, but it's there in Google. It's gonna happen soon. We mentioned that, hey, we're gonna go after exchanges. We brought a few exchanges on. We're still working on some more. We said when we bring on exchanges, we're gonna do marketing and get in front of people. So just to do marketing doesn't mean you're going to be successful at it. It's how do you do marketing successfully. Just to build a layer 2 doesn't mean you're going to be successful at it. It's like, how do you build a layer 2 that's a successful layer? So there's a lot of components that go into that. I think people have seen that we work hard at trying to deliver what we say we're going to do, and we want to follow through with it. So yeah, I think we'll follow through with Asia. We see it as a huge market. Korea is just, when it comes to crypto, I mean, if you look at the sheer volume that Korea has done in crypto, not just this year, but over the last several years, you'll see the numbers here are incredible. So I think we've got a great opportunity here as well.
That sounds awesome, because I know that the Korean market is, what do they say, 20 to 25% of the population either owns crypto or has utilized it at some point, and it's way bigger than America. So I can only imagine. So Probit, I know Probit is located in South Korea. Are you guys? I believe Austin alluded to having a meeting with Probit at some point. Are you guys utilizing their marketing team for anything for the token?
Yeah, so Probit is someone that we're talking to, and we're trying to figure things out with them. So yeah, we're in discussions. I don't know. The last few days, I've been a little lost with just everything that I have going on. So I don't know exactly where we're at with that, but I feel like we're getting close and we're working towards it. And Probit wants to work with us. We want to work with them. And Korea is a great market to be in. So we see a good reason to be involved with them if we can.
Gotcha. And I don't know how much sleep you're running on, Augustine, but I'm sorry if I'm I know how my mind works, and I'm sorry if I'm tiring you out even more. But I have a couple more questions. I'll try to be quick with it. I know that one of the things that NS Labs touted was that they kind of help with the military. Is that in any way, shape, or form related to what Cognito and MMAI are going to be using the token for?
So the military applications are kind of different. You know, NS Lab has done a lot of work for the military and so forth. And I think some of the work that they've done there can transition over into the type of stuff we're talking about. I'm just going to use the general term of like the Web3 stuff, because, I've talked about IoT before. I've talked about edge computing before. And when you get into IoT and edge computing, there's something else that comes into play, that's middleware. So one of the areas that they worked in military is using middleware. So I think that's a place where we can take advantage of some of the technologies, possibly. And then they've also done a lot of work with like drones and other IoT things. And that's obviously a metaverse play for sure. That middleware is a metaverse play. It's also an IoT play. It's also a blockchain play, because blockchain, the way we plan on using it, not just in crypto, but in a lot of other things, because we have to understand that our physical world is melting into our digital world, and the digital world is doing the same into our physical world. So the way those two things get intertwined is there's a lot of physical internet connections that tie the physical world into the digital world. So now you're talking about streaming way more than an 8K movie on a cell phone while you're riding in the car, in the middle of nowhere with very sketchy internet connection. The type of data that's going to be pushed in some of these other applications is going to be way beyond what's being challenged in that scenario that I just laid out. So the middleware and IoT play a big part in that, along with edge computing. So yeah, I can see some of the military stuff that will come over, but some of it is proprietary. We will never know anything about it. And some of it just, really doesn't match up with what we want to do.
Gotcha. Okay, so when it comes to supply, I know as a blockchain, you have the ability to make your supply whatever you feel you need to. Will there be a change in the circulating supply or the total supply when that time comes?
Yeah, so our MMAI token has a finite amount to it, and we've already announced that amount, which is that 10 billion amount. So that's what's there in the MMI token. So I don't think we're going to be able to move that number around. There might be other ways we can approach it depending on exactly where we're looking for these solutions. But I want everyone to keep in mind we're looking at things differently. I'm not trying to sound vague and like mysterious just to sound vague and mysterious. I don't want to say things that are, things that we're just thinking about, talking about, but that might never come to fruition. When I come and say something, I want to be able to say something that, I feel somewhat confident that, yeah, that's the way we're going to go with it. And we have an idea that this is a date we can hit. So we're definitely looking at that stuff, and we're still doing some more research on that and kicking the ideas around. But I do get the point you're trying to get to, Cool. And one of these days I'll be able to answer you more clearly. But yeah, that's something that we do have to consider on how it all works out. But I don't think we can play with the amount of tokens because that's the way we had written it in.
Gotcha. And I like the idea of the 10 billion count anyway, because I know people like to kind of play around with the idea and where the price point is going to go. They compare it to other major blockchains that are quite established. And I understand the enthusiasm, but you know, MMAI is a little bit of a different beast. And I love that you're kind of coming and you're hitting the ground running. It just says a lot about you as a businessman and about the team that you've curated around the project. Probably the last question. And Lena, Clef, Dr. C, I appreciate your patience. But
No problem. Go ahead, man.
probably the last question is the blockchain. From what I gather from what you've been saying earlier, is the blockchain going to be specifically geared toward e-commerce? I know we talked about the mall and what you have in your on your radar for the future. But is it going to be like e-commerce and e-commerce only, or are you going to kind of branch out into other categories that will identify your blockchain?
Yeah, I think we're going to branch out into other categories. I think e-commerce is still the goal that we're trying to achieve, or one of the goals that we're trying to achieve, and I think that's going to be an important goal. But there's probably more challenges in that area than there could be somewhere else that we could get quicker adoption on. So if we can, if we feel like we got a good solution for some other branch that's going to help us get to the eventual solution of e-commerce, we'll do that. But I think we will be able to deliver some kind of e-commerce with this layer 2 solution. But I don't think it's going to be like the full promise of what we really want when we think of e-commerce. But yeah, it'll be working towards that, but we're definitely going to branch out more than just e-commerce.
Gotcha. All right. I appreciate you, Augustine. Hopefully you guys will get plenty of rest because I know how the time difference is kind of like wonky right there. But I appreciate everything that you're doing because I have a lot of confidence in this team, and I like that you guys don't mind spreading information because that's important to keep your investors informed. The lack of information can leave a lot of us very weary and anxious. So thank you for constantly coming on this Dr. C spaces and take care of yourself. That's the important part. But I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you guys for giving me the space to kind of like let my mind run free. But yeah, thank you.
For sure, Cole. Thanks a lot. I always appreciate your thoughtful questions.
And I think that's the strength of the project, to have the dev that's always available. And we saw that from day one. From day one, way before pre-sale, how many AMAs, YouTube, Twitter, and how many questions, hard questions that were answered. So that we definitely praise you for that, Augustine. Hey, Chaka Crypto, I don't know, it looks like you're the last one up here if you have a question.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Just a quick question. Now that the team is in Korea, have you guys think about contacting with any professional advertising team over there so they can put some ads on billboards, airports, and subway? I don't know. So now that you guys are there, it would be easier to check a couple of them. I don't know. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're definitely, while we're out here, we're doing more than just, meeting with NS Labs. And I think some of that is marketing as well. I'm not thinking at those exact same channels that you're talking about as far as billboards and stuff at that scope. But we are definitely looking at ways how we can market it here because it's a robust, sorry, excuse me. It is a robust group of people that are involved in crypto here, so we definitely want to get into this market, and we're talking to people here that have a pulse on it that could help us engage the market. You know, the way we did it in the US is, you know, we wanted to do an organic approach and get in front of the people that are really passionate about crypto and are willing to listen. So we're going to try to do something similar. It's a different country. So there's going to be some differences there, but I think organic to start with is always a great way to go. Once we grow past the organic point and we have an abundant amount of money coming in, then, you know, I live in Southern California. Maybe we can pay to have a basketball team play in a building or put something up on a billboard, but we'll get there eventually.
Thank you for your answer.
Thank you, Lucia. And guys, yeah, I'm glad Lucia asked the question because that kind of leads to something I can add on. Because I'm seeing a lot of those type of requests, and I always try to remind folks, remember we're only 3 weeks old, and the masses that we're trying to get to, you have to be able to prove yourself before you spend a lot of money on certain marketing, or else you're just throwing away marketing dollars. You know, so once we get to a level where we've proven ourselves, maybe once we have an actual blockchain out and our online, offline wallet has more capabilities of what it can do, then there's certain marketing styles you target. But initially, things like Kevin Meng, which is huge, and other ways of advertising or exposing themselves to Korea market, if we have folks in there that we can bring on that may be very valuable, folks who have access to a lot of people, those folks probably are more valuable initially for a brand new project than trying to spend millions of dollars advertising on the side of a bus or a billboard or paying for a commercial. Because when you pay for a commercial and it just costs you, let's say, $250,000, when people go look, they're going to see this is a project that came out September 6th. It doesn't matter what you've done so far. All they see is you're just a brand new project in a bear market. Versus if we're in a bull market, we just put the name on some street corners, and that's enough for a bunch of people to buy it. So we got to also remember what kind of market, which we got to target the marketing based on the market too, because you got to see the best bang for your buck. So hey guys, that's all I got in here today. Augustine, it is 2-something in the morning for him right now. He was able, and I don't know what time he's meeting with folks when he finally gets up, if he gets to go to sleep. But I appreciate you, Augustine. I see Cool Chris got his hand up if he has another question for you. But I thank you for coming on and spending the time with us. Go ahead, Cool.
Yeah, my bad.
Go ahead,
just as I was sitting here thinking, Augustine, I know you guys, you know, footed the bill, the $1 million contract, right? What's required of you on your end in this contract, besides them producing and curating this blockchain for you? What is NS Labs and Dr. Kim looking for you in return?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Cool. I think that's a great question because, you know, we learn in life partnerships are very important, whether it's a friendship, it's a wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it might be, a colleague, boss, subordinate, whatever it could be. It's always two sides of a coin. So yeah, there's certain things we have to deliver. And for them to put out technology and to see their laboratories grow, you know, I've talked about early on what Dr. Kim is trying to achieve. We got to meet, you know, a lot of these PhD students. We got to meet some of the undergrads. And, you know, I know Austin put out a small little video. He's probably might put a little bit more out there of the professor that's from Nigeria that worked at NS Labs. He's also, you know, worked in Nigeria. He has some plans that NS Labs is working on. So for us to deliver their technology and then support their, someone asked before if it's a grant. Technically, it's not a grant, but at the end of the day, if you're a university, you can get grant, you can get donations, you could have partnerships with people. You could provide, contracts that's going to earn them the money, but he wants to grow out his lab. He wants to put more students in there, and he wants to deliver a great product. So yeah, for us, if they do their job and they deliver us a technology, our job is to make sure we get it out there. So delivering the pure wallet is not enough. We need to get 1 million people to download it, and that's just an early step, right? We need to get more than 1 million people. 1 million people is nice when you get started, but the type of numbers we're talking about needs to be much higher than that. So, like, how do we do that with a pure wallet? Do we do what every other wallet is doing? I think the other wallets are amazing. I think they have incredible features, and I think we can pack our wallet with a lot of those features. But does that mean we can penetrate that market, into that market with a wallet that does what everyone else does? We might be a little late for that show, but could we do something different with the wallet? And can we get 1 million users? Can we get 5 million? Can we get 10 million? And then once we put the users on there, what can the wallet do for these users, right? They're only going to get it on if they can do something with it. And not everyone needs to download this wallet for the exact same reason. We might have so many different features in there that'll give a lot of different type of people reasons to use it. So our job is to deliver it, is to market it, and to make sure that people use it, and make sure that revenue is generated from it, because as revenue is generated from it, you know how it goes, Cole. If I got 1 million people, if I got 100,000 people using an app, I might need 2-3 people to support it, right? If I got 1 million people using an app, I might need 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 people to support it. If I've got 10 million people using an app, I'm going to need a lot more to support it. And we're going to have to get more innovative, and we're going to have to get, better with what's coming around the corner. So, our job is to make sure that it gets delivered, make sure that we market it, and we give them some new things to keep growing on.
Gotcha. So I like that answer because I don't want, for lack of a better term, I'm going to use force, right? It kind of forces you guys to continue to work your hardest to deliver the product and market it well, because there, on the other side, you have to kind of prove to NS Labs and Dr. Kim that this technology is profitable. Because I know that's one of those things that Dr. Kim is kind of hell-bent on, is making sure that NS Labs and his students can create technology that will then create some sort of return on investment. So the fact that you guys are kind of, and again, for lack of a better term, are kind of forced to continue to prove it and market it well, it gives me more confidence in putting my money into this type of investment. So I'm definitely probably gonna make another purchase later today after I sold some more brownies. But yeah, man, thank you. It's just refreshing. I'm very excited about this project, and it's kind of refreshing that you guys communicate so well and are patient with someone like me who has a lot of questions. But thank you.
No, it's good, because I think one of the things I appreciate about you, Cole, is you do ask some pretty good questions. You got a inquisitive mind, and people hang on and listen to you, and it gives me, if I just come here and start talking, eventually I'm gonna start chasing my tail and start talking in circles. So at least you give me some focus and give me some new angles to talk about.
Well, I'm happy I could provide that to you. All right, man. Thanks.
No problem, cool, thanks. And the good thing about your question is you're asking questions that other folks would want, but they don't want to come to the mic, or they're not thinking of it. So that's a valuable question. So I mean, God, like I said, I thank Augustine for coming in here. It looks like since the space, we've got 11 ETH of buys in here, 1.5, 5.8. So a lot of y'all heard this stuff in here. Hopefully some of you are in here. Hopefully some of these are brand new buyers that's the call, sorry. Hopefully some of your new folks will jump into the project and see what it is this project is doing. So this is definitely something we're not used to. Okay, it's not the play to earn game, the swap, and the NFTs with no value. This monkey project, I just love saying that. This monkey project is coming out and doing something different. And for us to be 3 weeks old and we're this excited, imagine what we're gonna be down the road. The only negative thing, and it's not negative for me, it's negative for people looking for it, about the crypto market right now is ETH. Right now it's 1339.46. It'll probably go down to 1250, go up to 1450. That's the only issue we've been having. But our project itself is doing great. And my job is to educate as many of you as possible so you understand what's going on with crypto and not judging the red and the green candles based on MetaMonkey AI. Because if it was for MetaMonkey AI, we would have been past 10x by now and then some. Okay, based on the news, based on what they've done so far, based on their transparency, based on the communication, involvement with the community, okay, keeping the community involved and excited. You know, like I tell y'all, be thankful that our Telegram is as exciting as it is during this time. The little games that are being played on there, the questions that they ask, those are valuable for a market like this to help us stay 10 toes down. We need that. So, and I praise everybody who's working hard on this project, the YouTubers, the new YouTubers or new Twitter space holders that's trying to come out, the guys and gals on the Telegram, the team for traveling to Korea. All this is for us. They could do anything else, but to do all this, they're doing it for the community. And like I'm telling you, I see Shiba vibes with this project, and I'm excited. So thank you, Augustine. Thank you for coming on. I'm gonna put I gotta get him back on the one leg. I'm gonna put some one leg, let them dance their way out of here. Let Lena tell them what's posted up top, and then I'll close it out. If you wanna close out with something, Augie?
Yeah, no, thanks a lot, Dr. Crypto. Thank you, Lena. Fam, I see you out there trying to take good care of your
maybe
husband.
I already lost him.
Hey, Dr. Crypto, can you hear me?
I might have already lost him. We'll see if he's still on.
No,
Lena. Okay, yeah,
Dr.
now
C,
you can
he's
talk. Go
there,
ahead,
Dr.
Augie.
C.
Yeah, can you hear me, Dr. Crypto?
I might have lost him. So, Lena, tell us what you got up top, and then if he's still on, he'll give us a closing if he has one. If not, then I'll put on some music. But go ahead, Lena. What you got up top for us? Don't tell me I don't have Lena either. Is it me? Can y'all hear me? Because I see y'all laughing, so y'all
Dr.
can hear
C,
me. There you go,
I think
Lena. So
everybody
go
heard
ahead,
the
Lena. Talk.
Augustine.
She can't come off mute. Is Twitter messing around with me again?
Yeah, Dr. Crypto, because everybody heard
All of you talking, I can't hear you. Wadi, you just came off mute. Say something. That's funny. Forget you all. Let me just play some music. So move one leg like this. Hold on, y'all said y'all were hearing Augie. Let me get out, come back in. Go ahead, Augie, and talk.
Hey, Dr. Crypto. Hopefully you can hear me. No, I was just saying thanks to everyone. See, Lena's there. Thank you, Lena. Fam, I was saying I'm trying to take good care of your husband. We've been having a good time, working hard. But yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate all you guys, and I'm sure I'll give you more information once I get back home.
Thank you. They're like, they could hear you. I'm like, what? I can't hear anything. So yeah, thank you very much for coming on, and catch a few hours of sleep, and we'll see you on the next stream, and if Awesome's coming on. But we appreciate you. We want you to extend our thank you to the rest of the team that's over there with you, to Awesome, and thank you very much for the team you've put together for this project.
Thank you. Have a good night, or I guess a good day for you all, but I'm about to crash.
All right, then, bye-bye. Hey,
Bye.
hey, RJ, I saw you were coming up here, RJ. Did I lose you? Because you better not be the one who purchased the 5.8, because I'm trying to keep up with you. I'm going to have to have somebody find you and tie you down, man. Where are you? He's down there. Yeah, Lena, go ahead and tell us what you got up top for us. Oh, bro, you do not want to know how bad Android embarrassed me. My phone overheated, shut down. I quickly went to put it in the fridge, and I had to start it back on, turn it back on. I was off the space for like more than 3 minutes. And
You'll never admit when there's a bunch of Apple people around that your phone overheated.
That tells you, yo, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all no matter what. I Clef, like, yo, man, you okay? And said you're having issues. I said, bro, you don't even know my phone overheated. Look, we got rid of Lena so she don't come up and clown me. Yo, I had to keep it real, man. I'm like, I can't believe this thing did that. But normally it looks like Twitter improved their space because it would have shut down the space. But because I had the co-host, I was surprised I was able to come back on and everything was functioning. That was crazy. But that was funny, man. I had to admit that, bro, because that was a nightmare. It got so hot. I was at 90%. I took it off the charger. Then it says, oh, it's so hot. Boom, and it shut down everything. I said, these stupid phones. Hey, Lena got issues too. She couldn't stay on this space all morning. She's trying to come back up now. She can't. So let me go over this stuff.
An
I'll tell
apple a
everybody.
day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, right. You need like a whole dozen apples. You've had phone issues all morning.
I wasn't the one who had to put my phone in the freezer. I
Tell
only
us
had
what's up
internet
top.
issues because
Oh
they
my
were working on my
God.
building.
Clef.
Putting your phone in the freezer like it's a chicken.
What happened? You had Ian mess up your first floor. Yo, bro, Roger, you see this nonsense? You have any neighbor who can tell you how your house is over there? Naples and Fort Myers got it bad, man.
Yeah, my uncle lived in Naples. He went up there at my place. I only lost gutters. My garage door was pushed in.
Oh, you don't have the latch locked. So
collapsed.
Oh man.
Collapsed the door in a little bit, and I'm gonna fly. I got a flight for Sunday because that's as soon as I get a flight.
When you get there,
and
bro, just in case, whenever you're leaving, always lock the latch to the garage because my neighbor called and reminded me. Once I did that, the garage didn't make as much noise anymore.
No, that was a lot. I don't just rely on the door opener.
It was the latches are long.
Because when I leave, I latch it. It just the wind. Everybody in that building, I guess you want to call it. It's because we got townhouses, or row homes, basically, like or duplexes, I guess you want to call it. They're newer, 2012. Anyway, everybody had damaged garage door except one person because they had an insulated garage door, but in Florida we don't ever have them.
Yeah.
But he had an insulated garage door because for whatever reason, and it didn't collapse. But other than that, didn't flood out. Power's still out. My alarm system's still working, so the battery backup. I don't know how long that's going to last, but everything is cool. A lot more people are going to have more damage.
Roofs in Fort Myers, like they show you the picture, you see the roof, where the rest of the house underwater. That's crazy.
Did you get a lot of rain? Is it raining now still?
Oh no, man! We had a good amount of wind and some rain, but we had nothing. I have nothing at all.
Yeah.
And I still got power. My brother-in-law lost power about an hour ago after the storm. I'm like, I think they took it because they're probably working on some transformers, so they probably just cut his off. I don't think it had anything to do with wind or anything. But thank God, man, it's the worst is out. I think it's out to sea, and then it's going to go visit folks in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina and Virginia. So.
Yeah, and then we're going to get a little bit of it. Hopefully, it won't be a hurricane anyway or tropical depression.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's a 1, and then it'll be on land, so it'll probably go from a 1 down. So it shouldn't be too bad.
Doc, I posted a picture up top. Then you guys can see what the bridge is like in Fort Myers, where my brother takes to get to work.
Yeah, you can't be living by the water. Tampa, Fort Myers, all those things by the water. Yeah, even Sarasota, they evacuated that area. Those areas, whenever there's any storm, it's worse. And this time, it didn't. Miami's okay because it came from the southeast. But it came more east, because at first I wasn't even going to get it on the east side of Orlando, but it kept on going east and it went right on top of us. But we good though. But by the time it came to us, I think we're getting 75-mile-per-hour winds. But yeah, we there's Orlando is bad. Some people streets flooded and first level got water in the house, but my area's good. So you know, it's got to be that monkey project protecting me, bro. Oh, I gotta be around. I gotta have internet so I can get on and give y'all some music. So it's got to be the project.
You on that monkey project?
Yeah. Hey, RJ, while you up here, you're not the 5.8 buy, are you?
No.
All right, good, because you're gonna have to relax, bro. I'm trying to catch up. Thank you, man. Hey, Lena, what do we got up top?
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing well. Up top. Yes, I have the link tree for MetaMonkey AI. I also have the Telegram link. I have the contract address for those of you that wanted to purchase or are still interested in purchasing. I also have the YouTube link to Dr. Crypto and I's YouTube channel. I have Daniel posted up top a YouTube video, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then I have a post from Lena throwing shade. Then stop. I'm trying to be professional here. Then I have a retweet from MetaMonkey AI and another one and another retweet and translation, basically. And then just a post of what a bridge looks like in Fort Myers. But for the rest, guys, hope you guys are having a good day and I hope you guys are safe. It's nice seeing you guys. I couldn't speak earlier on, so I'm taking the opportunity to waste Dr. Crypto's speaking time.
She had Apple phone issues, but besides the two, the bridge and the one where she's throwing shade, can y'all please tweet and retweet some of those, the retweets, so we can get as many chances as you get, guys.
They can post my shade. My shade was a good shade.
Get all these MetaMonkey tweets out there so we can, that's how we do our part. As we ask for the team to bring us marketing, which y'all heard what Augustine says, what they can do is marketing. So this team is focusing on marketing, which is huge for us because I think in a bear market, people need to know you exist by marketing. So besides what they're doing, what we can do, besides word of mouth and spreading it out to our friends and families and bring them on, is also tweet and retweet those tweets to get it out there, get us trending. I know, Lena, do you know the show process to tell them how to show in regards to CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and all that stuff? No, you don't know. Twiz, do you know the process? No, you don't.
While you're mentioning it, I was putting my hands up to say it, and then Fan was messaging me. Hi, Fan.
You don't know. So you want Twiz to do it?
Can you hear me? Oh yeah, let Twiz go.
Yeah, we know you don't really know. Twiz, can you tell them?
Wow.
Twiz don't know.
Fan's here. Bring her up. She's the one
Yo, when was the last time you ever heard Fan's voice? Fan probably only speaks on YouTube when she's doing cooking stuff.
I'm gonna let you know when we hear Fan's voice. I woke up in the morning to make myself a smoothie, and for some reason, YouTube reminded me that Fan posted a video a few hours ago. Hey guys, this is
Lena,
One
you
second.
said a smoothie or a smoothie?
I was making a smoothie.
Oh, not a smoothie.
Anyways, so I opened the video and it was like, hey guys, this is the Alfredo shrimp pasta that I'm about to eat.
Yeah, the kids were sleeping. She had to whisper. Fan came up. Oh my gosh, she has a voice. Let Fan speak.
I'm sick right now, so I sound congested, but stop making.
Oh, she sound like a little kid. Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
And there's about 20 shrimps inside of this, guys. So delicious. Pick it up, go big.
Can you let her talk, please?
Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Finished.
Did you say finished?
That's all we get.
She's in the interview. She has to put finish at the end.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, I'm glad I heard you. You do sound like a little kid, though. That's funny. Twins, go ahead, bro. Tell them how to shield the project with CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and all these things, please.
Man, I don't know specifically, but if you go to the site, you can add them to your favorites. You can upvote them. You can do it on Dex Tools. But the only thing about Dex Tools is that you have to have 1,000 Dex tokens, which is I don't know. I don't like it. I feel it's kind of scammy, but whatever, doesn't matter. CoinGecko, you can do it for free. CoinMarketCap, you can do it for free. And Certic, you need to do it as well. There's all links. If you don't know how to get to any of it, you can go on Telegram and type /task. / is the one that goes up and to the right and down and to the left, in case you're wondering. Then task, TASK, and it will give you a list of how to do it. And in there is even a little monkey that if you tap on it, it'll send you to another post inside the Telegram that has pictures on how to do all of it.
Okay, and I think some of them you have to log into your Gmail account or something like that to be able to do it. So make sure, guys, you do these things because it does make a difference. When we start to trend and stuff like that, we get seen and more folks can look into the project, especially when we have these big, exciting news coming. That's when you want folks looking into the project. And then you'll see, like, I mean, I don't know if it's from the space exactly, but we're looking real nice. You know, from last night's news to now, we have like great green candles. Okay, well, great green buys. And then, because I think we have two sales only, one at 11:40 and the other one at midnight, midnight last night. Besides that, everything since then has been green. So the news is working, getting the info out there does work. So I thank you guys for coming together, for all the info I was able to give you. If you did not hear me explain what a blockchain is, what a layer 2 is, when we're done, go listen to the recording. And because when you're excited, for us to be excited about them coming out with utility, you need to understand the value of that utility. So I went over that in the beginning, guys. So go back and listen to it. The first 5 minutes I was dancing, so we got BIG and one leg in there. After the first 5 minutes, that's when we start, and you'll get that info. I thank you guys. Today's Thursday. Of course, we'll jump back on here. We'll see if Awesome has any live stream for us, either tonight or tomorrow. They do come back next Monday. I don't know if that means they leave on Sunday or Saturday, but today's Thursday, so for them it's already Friday. It's Friday morning, 2:30 in the morning for them. So we'll see when they get back. Hey, what you got, Lena, before I put that music on and let them out of here? What you got?
I just wanted to remind the ladies that we can be competitive also. We can't just leave the guys compete to be the top 3 wallet in here. So ladies, I'm challenging you guys also to add to your wallets because this is not looking good. We can't let the men win.
How you know it's men? Okay, I'm looking at Etherskin right now. There's somebody out there that's holding 110 million tokens. How you know it's a guy?
Can you just let me shine?
That's not shine.
Play the music.
They throwing shade at you like
it's all men fighting, but we're coming
they're
for you
like
guys.
she got the nerves. I'm the one holding the biggest wallet, and it's a woman saying that. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next space. Bye-bye.
Hold on, dog. We done. Listen, I done lost a position. Did you push me out of my position? 2 positions now.
Hey, I ain't saying nothing. I haven't
On one of
combined
my
anything.
wallets, on one of my top wallets, I lost a position. I gotta change that.
Yeah, trust me, bro. Not for long. I ain't messing around with this. By the time I'm done with this, if I combine all my tokens, even Wallet 2 might have to compete with me. Hey, yo, that's a lot of money though. Let me take that back.
Twins, can you put that in the book of memories so that we can hold him to it? He's gonna be Wallet 2.
That's a lot of money. If I'm Wallet 2, I will never sleep. I'll do spaces 24/7. Pump the heck out of this bad boy. What you got, RJ? You got RJ, sorry.
I said what I had to say. I'm done.
Hey, I better not see no big buys in the next few days. Besides myself, I know it's probably you. Thanks, guys. Let me give y'all some music. I'll see you on the next space. Peace and love.